Oh my goodness. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, June 27th. Before we start the show, I want to give a shout out to both Rick the electrician and Miss Ida, who prepaid for their night's worth of incredible entertainment that we are going to provide to you guys tonight. Just kidding, but really, that was incredibly sweet of you, and I thank you so much.
Two of the best people in all the communities,
absolutely.
by the way.
I do want
Thank you
to.
very much.
I do want to
Would
make
you
a
like-
comment
guys
to
like that?
Lucy
Serious XM help?
Richards. Unfortunately, last night, even though we got some crap about it, saying that Bon Jovi's music to me dancing at that wedding in Portugal was going to get us in trouble. Sure enough, 2 minutes after we got off air, that music got us into trouble. So sadly, that's the reason, Lucy Richards, that all of your commentaries from yesterday are gone. But you do make me chuckle. And, accordingly, Monique did not have a quinceanera growing up. That's why she's all effed up.
Now they might sing
A what?
do, but they don't mean
He
it.
didn't spell
Can
it
you
right.
say that again?
He didn't spell it right. Quinceanera.
Quinceañera.
Yeah,
Monique,
I
it just
know,
makes
I
me
know,
happy to
but
me.
if you see what he wrote, it wasn't even that word. So, yeah.
Quincy?
No, I don't know what it was.
Quinceanera.
Monique uses big words. Fuego. I had to look it up. You learn something new every day. Thank you.
Wow.
There are 15 chimneys on the roof of Wiggy's Hampton's home. 16th one is up his ass. Okay, so with that in mind, I just want to let you know that we got a little hate mail yesterday.
Yay! Love
And I want to read it to everyone
Oh, hold on.
so that you can see how people
Let's
feel
get ready
about
for
our
the
show.
hate mail. Let's,
Yeah,
let's
okay,
make-
so,
let's make our little-
Drinking with Dennis. It's drinking with Dennis. Let's see what he's drinking tonight.
and a little bit of ginger beer.
Okay, so it's somebody named Jaden. I'm sure that's not his name. It's called Jaden the Narwhal. So that gives
He's
you
a
where it is.
narwhal?
Yeah, so the topic is RadioGunk has lost all credibility.
Absolutely.
As if we had any to begin.
Yeah, exactly.
We have credibility? Damn it.
This is news to
And
me.
now I lost it before I
I
knew I had
know.
it.
Okay, so this was last night. The latest episode proves it. Ready. This is so great. None of you actually listen. Not even Dennis. all of you said at the start of the show that Howard mentioned no names and he was tight-lipped as always. Fake lies. Howard
said he
was more
mentioned names.
open than you wanted him to be and had no credibility, so you made up lies. It's sad that your chat has to correct you on every aspect of today's show.
Absolutely.
Howard did nothing but name drop. What else do you want? You people are terrified to even curse.
We are.
You do nothing but
are
spout
terrified to
out
curse.
conspiracy theories that prove wrong, especially Dennis. By the way, it's rare that Dennis gets a shitty take these days. It's usually Xavier. Your show sucks. Be like,
Yay,
quite
that's
frankly,
wrong.
quite frankly, the professional one that actually gives Howard and company credit when it rarely
Absolutely.
happens. They are fair and they
We should all tune
analyze
into them.
and
Hi,
stick
Samantha.
on topic.
How are you?
You people
Miss
have
you.
no idea how to even podcast properly.
We
Then
don't.
another email a couple of minutes later. Is there some joke about your show that I don't understand, Mo? It's
Maybe.
awful. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you so much. That was incredibly constructive criticism.
So-
And
Yes, Jaden. Yes,
It's
Jaden,
so true.
Samantha. Wow. That was crazy as usual.
Xavier will always get shrapnel. It doesn't matter who they pick on.
Absolutely. Yes, as well as I should.
Xavier gets you with the
I suck.
shrapnel.
What was the name of this gentleman that was communicating with us?
Jaden the Narwhal.
Jaden, here's a clue. We've had a fake cat as part of our podcast for years now.
Yeah.
Kind of should dial you in as to the seriousness of our show.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we're not the liquid Ambien that we love. And yes, F. Jaden, that's exactly right.
Monique, I go on my Instagram, my Deppening Instagram last night, and as soon as you did that with Bon Jovial's New Kids, I see New Kids on the Block, BlockCon, please attend, and it's a group picture of all of them now,
No.
and then it says liked by Katie Aldana.
Please attend.
Goes on these cruises.
Jesus
Who I
Christ.
believe goes on these cruises. There's a lot of the broads from Generation X still love those guys. They
Oh,
still
dude,
go to
I worked with a couple of broads that are still into those guys, man.
Really?
Well into their 30s.
I don't
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
get
Bye.
it. But
It's all
Jaden,
good.
thank you. Thank you for making me realize how horrible our show is. And I am so sorry that we don't dig too deeply into any one and that we don't quit our day jobs to do this shit. See, the thing is, the difference between us and everybody else is we don't care. Like, this is something we do for fun. And anybody that's here right now, whether it's me or Dennis or John or Xavier, if we don't feel like doing the show one night, we look at each other and say, you know what? We're just not going to do it. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Maybe
It
I
doesn't
should
matter.
take my name back that they stole from me in that thread, or Stephen A. Smith's sports show on ESPN. The worst name in the thread they stole that stupid name from, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know
So-
what? Like, listen, the lady that picked me up at Home Depot today to work on her house, she liked the show last night. What's the big deal, man? Jesus. Right now,
it made me laugh, and I was just kind of like chuckling about it. But the reality is, we don't. Yes, Coach. Yes, you're exactly right. I will give Jaden a refund on their subscription.
Absolutely.
You're exactly right.
We will give them Gunk points.
Exactly. We'll give you Gun Coin.
You give Gun
Oh my
Coin.
God, Tamara! I can't
Wait, Sara.
Look at you.
Yay.
I said that to make you laugh. Who cares? They're still listening. I don't know what you said to make me laugh. What did you say to make me laugh? I didn't see it. Tamara, you're so cute. You were really the cutest
That's
girl. in the
her
whole wide world.
Canadian Abulians. That's her Canadian Nubian Abulians that we love so much.
And best of all, though,
Nubian ebullience.
Yeah, Nubulians.
and best of all,
Nubulians.
she gave us American money, not that Canadian stuff.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
No,
No, come on,
Canadian.
Carl. Nomi is Yiddish for Naomi is Elizabeth. Yes, Howard's granddaughter was named after Elizabeth Berkley in Showgirls, lest you think otherwise.
yeah, I'm
I
sure
know
Deborah
you know that.
really saw that
Our
movie.
only regret really is that today, when Shuli was poaching another live broadcast, is that we should have done a broadcast of Shuli. So it would have been us
Oh my God,
Talking about
us doing
Shuli, talking
Shuli,
about-
doing John.
and just poach.
Why didn't we think of that? Why didn't I do that today? That
'Cause
would have been
I- you know what?
fantastic. You know
'Cause
why?
I
Because
didn't
we don't
think-
care.
I didn't think,
Oh, yeah,
no,
that's
one, we don't
right.
care, but I think that Shuli would go that low, but he clearly doesn't have no problems with it.
Apparently,
problems with
Kumia did the exact same thing. They all
they?
went on air to look at what John was saying. And here's the curious thing about it, and it's the only thing I'll really talk about with this tonight because I
Yes.
didn't listen. I don't care.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it makes me wonder whether or not MLC, is that the name of the podcast? MLC,
Whatever it is.
even though
yes.
they
I don't
paid
know.
him, which I apparently think I think it was like $3,000. If MLC had some codicils in their talks with him in terms of what not to talk about, because to be fair and to reveal something on the show, that last interview I had with Stuttering John before he decided that it wasn't cool for me to be friends with anybody but him, especially if they hated him, and also to
Damn it, Tina Turner.
to troll me so horribly online that he thought anybody in my personal life would give a rat's ass about what he said. But
He's so good at it too. If you were Donnie Brasco, he would have been caught on the third day.
but
6 years.
but before I had that conversation with him, as you guys are well aware, we had a talk, and I said to him, I was like, listen, these are the questions I'm going to be asking you tomorrow. Okay. So you are well aware, the chauffeur, the teacher, the, living conditions, all of that. And he said to me, you know what, if it's something that I'm not going to answer, I'm just going to say, this won't do. This just won't do. I was like, that's up to you. That is on you. But I'm telling you that everybody is fully aware of, what your status is and what you're doing with your life. And, if it's something you want to embrace and reveal, then do it. Meanwhile, I'm talking to him whilst he's out in the schoolyard with all of his kids at his job. And he's like screaming at all the kids that it's time to go back inside. I'm like, see, you need to embrace this. This is something that you need to embrace. And if you choose not to do that, that's on
get
you.
inside.
That's on you. And so I have no problem with the fact that I no longer talk to him. There is nothing about him that I miss. And quite honestly, anything there was to talk about, we have mined time and time again. I will always be thankful that, he was one of our first guests on the show when, besides Grillo, when we first started doing this. And I totally appreciate that. But I don't think there's anything to mine for these guys anymore. So yeah, they'll probably make like 17 podcasts out of this one show. I feel like Shuli probably shot his load by going live and doing live commentary, because that kind of ruins the ability to do anything additional that might be funny towards what happened. So yeah, good on them. But I think you have mined that, talk about picking the buffalo clean as we do with Howard. They have picked the stuttering John Buffalo clean. I don't really think there's anything left to mine on that.
What's the end game exactly? What would you
There
like?
is no
John,
end game. You know
what
what?
would you like John to do at the very end? Like, what do you want to
I don't
happen?
Move on to something
care.
important.
Not you. I'm talking about in general. This tedious, redundant community that all bites. What do you want to happen to John Old? What do you think? What is the end game? What do we want from this?
It's an
What is-
interesting question. I don't know what the end game is
If
for
you killed
them.
suicide.
I think there's a lot to be said for people that kind of quit their day job to kind of do podcasts. Is a very difficult thing to make your living off of this. And clearly we don't. What we make on this podcast and with our shitty Google ads that I know Shane hates, covers our nut on a monthly basis without me personally having to go out of pocket. So that's what it does for us. And if Dennis needs a new mic, I'll buy him a new mic. If Xavier needs a new set of headphones, I'll buy it for him.
If John needs a new Commodore 64, she'll buy it for him.
I will do that. I will do
She'll
that.
get you to 128.
I'll
She'll
get
give
you
you
the
the 128.
128.
Mr. Cratchit, I only have a
Windows
lump of
95.
coal.
And that's what we do. And so that's what we do. And so everybody is here because they want to be here and because they don't need to be here. And there's a difference between want and need when it comes to some of these other podcasts, And so they need to fill their time. They need to fill that void and they need to have something to talk about. And we just don't give a shit. So yeah, he's going on vacation in another week or so, hopefully.
No, he's going on
we'll
vacation
go on vacation. We'll do
this
one or two
Wednesday.
shows.
He's
We'll
bye-bye.
do what we do.
Bye-bye. Some
Do you
summers
think
off.
Yeah. What's the calendar say, by the way?
Some summers off.
No. Our calendar. Do we have what was last year's exit?
Oh, he ended the week before 4th of July, which is
Let me see.
tomorrow.
Let me see if I happen to have 20.
No. I believe you. I'm just curious what the.
Of course, you believe me, but I'm just trying to find. Let me see if I can find the calendar for 2022.
summers
Hold on. Let me see.
And
2022.
tomorrow, the last day he always does is, I deserve a vacation too, even though he had like a 2-week vacation.
I don't know. He might just
2 weeks
ignore it. He
ago.
might just be doing the whole ignoring it even exists.
You think
just be
so? I mean,
gone.
He's
that would
ignored
be
it
new,
so
'cause the
far,
last-
right? Dennis, he's just
the 2 years
announced
he's
a
been
new
gone,
event
2 years,
for it.
he's been really resentful. The
Well,
last day.
nothing will give me more pleasure than to
Let's go to the calendar.
Let's go to the calendar. June. Oh, yes. American thigh. USA skin. Torn jeans. Needs mending.
Public domain. Public domain. Don't sue us, bro. Public domain.
I couldn't even get the calendar together because that is so stupid. Okay, here's 2022's calendar so that we can review
Yes.
how the year went. Let's see.
Some summers off.
No, you're right.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
looks like
that's
Dennis
it.
is spot on.
Yes.
Some summers off.
Last date was the 29th, and that was it until September 6th. So, yeah, that's where we're at.
Vacation, all I ever wanted.
That's where I just got syphilis watching that. Moikin. All right, so here's what you need to know about tonight's show, okay? There was nothing to be had on today's show.
There was a couple,
Nothing.
There was a couple little nuggets. Nothing,
Not
but
even nuggets. Nothing.
There were nuggets. There were a few nuggets. Nothing Nothing earth-shattering or
No,
entertaining.
nothing.
Nothing entertaining.
We are devoid of material. So what we're going to do for you guys tonight,
What are we doing?
ladies and
I
gentlemen,
have a list right here.
I thought the Mehmet thing was interesting, and I thought the Fred thing was interesting.
Wait. How about the not knowing how YouTube works?
Yeah,
That was pretty funny.
There's some.
Are you serious?
They
They didn't know how YouTube works. It's great.
I have all of that and more.
It was
But
fabulous.
what you're going to
But I
get
don't listen.
tonight is something that you guys are a giant pain in the ass about,
Oh,
which
no.
is that when we do a Today Tonight and we do a review of, I do have mom jeans on. You are exactly right, Hooper.
There's mom jeans.
You are exactly right. I have
Really?
my
I
mom
thought that was
jeans on.
John Hine for a second.
Check it out.
Janhine, as they called.
These are my
Yeah.
these are my mom jeans.
You don't have to roll them down. Are you rolling
no.
them down to make
the
them?
bottom.
No, I'm talking on the top to make them fit.
Here's the bottom of them, and shockingly enough, they are made by a company called Mother. That's actually the name of the
What do you
jean
think?
company is Mother.
Excuse me, Mo. Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing?
Who are you, Jim Plunkett over there?
14-inch
It's
mom
Money.
jean zipper.
Lyle Zeta.
That's so funny. Yes, so they're called Mother. They're great jeans.
Rape-
They
Rafe,
fit like
though.
a glove. And
A glove.
Yes, they do. They
fit like
fit like a
jeans.
glove. I love them. And
They
they're
don't
really
feel like jeans. That'd be weird.
they kind of high waters a little bit. They're like 4 inches
that.
from the ankle, and
That's good for
they're
flooding.
really- Yes. They're good for flooding. Yes. So what you guys are going to get tonight is, yes, Monique rocks the Jordache, absolutely. What's going to happen tonight is you're going to get a show of what he actually does on a daily basis when we don't pick and choose a bunch of, salient clips to play for you. So this is kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? See, here's the problem. So I'm drinking a vodka tonic tonight, and
Oh.
I know I was in the mood for a drink, and
I got my Tennessee Mule. So there you go. Chin chin.
yes, chin chin, my love. Thank you.
Because it was 95 degrees today. I'm a little warm. So
Well, I have had nothing but shitty rainy weather. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, so here we go. So let's start out from the beginning and see where this takes us. Here we go.
down a rabbit hole.
Sitting here, chilling, doing my thing. We have a busy show, Robin. I explained to you yesterday at the end of yesterday's show, we had a lot to get to. That I was going to come in here.
I was just reviewing the agenda.
Yeah, so the little list that they have for the day of what's
Thank
going to
you.
be going on.
Repeat it.
So Blobbin is reading the
Right.
script.
I want to repeat it, but I'm too tired right now to repeat it or get right to it.
Yeah, sure you are. So,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
So, when he just comes on and says he's going to be chilling and doing his thing, that we're in for like a really shitty show. And
Yes, we
pretty
were.
much all we got. Yes, I am drinking top shelf liquor, and so is my friend Dennis. I'm not doing top shelf. I'm doing Tito's.
Old Forester
That
is
works.
top shelf, man. This is some good.
Old Forester
rye
sounds
with-
like something like a guy with summer teeth and a corncob pipe. with
That's
a
who I'll
shitty
buy
hat.
liquor from. He better have summer teeth and a corncob pipe, and kind of talk with a weird old lisp, and then I'll buy that liquor.
No, I don't have Kettle One in the house. I only
you
have
peasant.
Tito's, and I think I have Grey Goose, but I won't use Grey Goose for mixed drinks. That's only for something where you're drinking vodka straight
Vodka
up. Thank
straight
you.
up.
Yes. I mean, if you're gonna mix, you use Tito's, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, whiskey is gross. I hate brown liquor.
It's good for you. It keeps coughs down.
How you doing Pedialyte wise?
I don't drink enough to Pedialyte anymore. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, what's your demarcation period for Pedialyte? How much does it have to be over 3 highballs and then you'll Pedialyte? And then what's your pickle juice limit, Dennis? When do you go to the pickle juice?
Pickle juice. Oh, after especially after I did parades. Anytime I have more than 3 or 4 drinks, you're doing at least shot or two of pickle juice.
Autobot wants to know about your whiskey dick, Dennis.
That didn't happen. I'm Sicilian.
You know
that don't
Autobot.
happen, sorry.
Yeah, I don't drink enough anymore to warrant
I'm so sorry.
that. I have to really be. So even like when I'm at a wedding or something and I don't have to drive and I don't have to be the one responsible to get me home, I'll have like maybe, you know what? I don't really drink alcohol that much. I'll drink wine and then a vodka tonic or something like that, but rarely anything other than that. I don't know. Rarely anything other than that. So yeah, no, I don't get to Pedialyte anymore. Although if I have sushi, which, I'll use with like some soy sauce or something, that'll really make me parched. And then I definitely have to have something at night. But I'm on coconut water now. I don't really do the Pedialyte too much anymore.
I like the coconut
If you
water.
use
Me too.
Pedialyte as a mixer, does that count? Does it cancel it out?
It's too thick and too sugary to really be a mixer, I think. I think you'd have to do Pedialyte, seltzer, vodka,
Ooh.
Okay.
something like that, just to kind of break it up a little bit or something like that. Not sure. All right, let's move on. So we're going to go to him actually having to talk to his friend Pat about how long it's going to take for him to recover, which was kind of weird.
Got tired in my life.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on behind me?
My buddy Pat said it would take me a week to get over it. He knows. He knows me.
Who talks to their friends about how long it's going to take to get to recover from actually doing something fun for a weekend?
He
Like,
doesn't know
seriously.
his own circadian. He has to ask Pat Menachia, who is his personal trainer, and can't tell him anything. He can't do anything physical fitness wise with a consultant with this. This guy actually dated Julia Roberts, by the way. Did you know that? Pat Menachia?
Did he?
Yes, in the mid '90s.
Who
Wow,
didn't?
high number. Okay,
Who didn't?
cool. So check it out. You can actually go away and not watch our show or listen to our show at all. Because just check it out.
You know
We
what's
don't
funny?
care.
No, Jeremy, that's you talk about Marco Battaglia is the tight end, third string tight end for the Cincinnati Bengals in the early 2000s.
The thing is, this guy went to a dinner, a wedding, and a brunch with plenty of nap time in between.
Didn't
And
drive.
he's wiped out. And he
Didn't
didn't have
lift
to drive.
anything. Didn't set up. Didn't
Probably
pack,
got
did
home
5
by
feet.
about 3 o'clock his
Yep.
Yes.
time.
And he didn't drive. He
Slept
literally
12
was
hours.
driven there.
Yep.
Yes.
Didn't have to
Yes.
exert
Really?
himself in any way. Didn't set up. Didn't plan. didn't do
Yes,
anything.
but
Nothing.
according
Yep.
to Pat Menachia, because he needs to consult with everybody about how he feels, I'm shocked that he didn't call Dr. Agus to find out how long it would take him to recover.
I bet he did.
you know,
Oh, I guarantee he did.
yeah, but the only one that picked up his phone call was Pat.
Yeah,
That's
Agus
why-
looked at his phone and went, no. He put it down.
Yeah, so just so you know, we're just going to go through I'm not hurt, high number, you idiot. I'm not hurt. I don't care. Because you know what? It's my show. So I don't care. You know what? I can remove every single person that's in the show right now, and it would just be me. Okay? So you'd be stuck with me. Sorry. Not that I want you to be stuck with me because, go F yourself, but you could be stuck with me. That's all I'm saying.
What happened?
Nothing.
Pulled into this. I did nothing.
It was
I
dark.
did nothing. I've been here.
I'm so confused.
I'm lost.
You know what? I'm a little cranky today because there
I
were a
couldn't
lot
tell.
of like crappy
Anger is
comments
good. Anger is good for your
in the
art.
comment section, and I've just about had it with everybody because you know what? It's a free show. There's nothing that's gonna like come up in between to talk about Squarespace or ZipRecruiter or any other stupid thing that people do in the middle of their shows or Patreon or anything like that. Okay, so F
We
you
had a
all.
conversation, Mike, about the old days where we used to pre-tape it and take out every little gaffe and every little pause and every
Oh my
little
God, it was horrible.
Commodore 64 internet hiccup I would have, and you'd take it out and it would come back and look like it was perfect. And,
I know, but
yeah.
it was never perfect because we
No.
sucked back then. Our sound is so much better now. Like
It's
we have
wonderful now.
and I have to tell you, in my deepest of hearts, nothing would make me happier
Thank you,
than
Doris.
for both of you guys to actually
my
go
G-spot.
live as well. Nobody gives a shit what you look like. Nobody really cares.
Oh, okay.
It just makes for such a better dynamic when you can see the other person and you talk to them or whatever. But that's
exactly.
okay.
It makes you human.
Yes, Nick, thank you for asking the question. So, so the song contest, we have 12 really, really good contestants that have
And what, 3 really
entered.
bad ones?
No, they're all actually
Oh,
they're
okay.
all actually really decent, and Bon has put them together in one segment, so the sound quality is really good and whatever. Some of them have a video component, some are just audio, but they're all special and unique in their own way. So I think it's going to be really, really fun to judge this
You sound like Dick Van Patten with his kids.
and come up with a winner. And the exciting thing about it is that if Howard goes on vacation starting tomorrow, we can do that show next week, and that'll be like a fun show for next week.
My only suggestion is, Mo, you should drink more.
I don't like
Let's
drinking
see where this
anymore.
is going to go.
Yeah,
I
I know.
do.
This is going to be one of those shows. I know. This
I
is,
love drinking.
Yeah. And I did put a lot of vodka in that. I was just in the mood for it. Okay, here we go. So I don't even know what these clips are.
You know what I hate about yesterday's show before you start?
That-
We've lowered the
Men.
bar. We've lowered the expectations. So there's no bottom to this show. That jag off in the email before. Any transparency, any proper name that's uttered is somehow honesty now. He said one name. I didn't hear Adam in the beginning of the show. That's the only gap. If that's his idea of transparency, we have lowered the bottom of the show so low that we praise the dumbest shit now. That's considered a good show.
So to even further put the exclamation point at the end of that sentence, I actually said that he said his son-in-law's name because I
just
listened
didn't hear
to
it.
the show and I remember him saying
I missed
it.
the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard him say that, which was insanely stupid.
When in doubt, he lies.
Oh, of
when
course.
in doubt,
But he
lies.
said it.
That's what I hedge my bets, and he lies 85% of the time. And when I don't give him anything in terms of telling the truth.
Oh my God, let's do this. Azor says, will you
Jesus.
guys do a drunk show anytime soon?
Wait, if people hate my laugh
who
now,
is
they're going to
actually
despise
sober right
that.
now?
Can we do that?
Who is
Should
sober? Is
Do a
anybody
summertime
sober
show,
right now?
sure.
Yeah, I don't
Should
know.
we do that during the summer?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
But we have to be on, we have to do on-air drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
have to do the
Hey,
same-
Ike wants
same
a
thing.
Xavier free summer.
Wow.
I just started
I got you for next week.
I just started Effexor, and my general physician said to me, he's like, no alcohol on that. You
What
try
is
to,
it?
I go, Effexor?
What is that?
It's like a mood enhancer.
What is that effects sore?
It's an
affects
antidepressant.
everything.
It's been around for a while. It's an antidepressant. It's some variation of Prozac and Wellbutrin. It's like another version.
If you turn off your computer, I won't be on the show anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
He
That's
goes, no drinking on that. And I said to him, we'll
Easy
see about
fix.
that.
Oh
You
my
all
God!
be
Now
quiet.
lunch rooms even going drunk show.
That's,
I
One
would do
for
that.
oh yeah, Lexapro, right? Mike McGinn.
Let's do
Comparable.
that. Dennis and I can do it, but I can't prove that anybody else is drinking. That's the problem.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So you can see me, and I will do that, and then I can't.
I would
yes.
never compromise my artistic integrity and not drink like that. I would never do that. If I was doing, I would absolutely drink. There's no way I would fake it. I mean, I'm a drinking coach. I can't do that. My whole business would be shattered.
I know you're
number,
drinking.
no.
No, I am not sensitive about X on this show. You know what? I have to tell you, there has never been a single
This is
person
funny.
that's on this show that somebody hasn't complained about.
Absolutely.
Never, including
Hey, John,
myself.
look at the ice. Look at that ice I got, John. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful.
Dennis.
Yes, I am.
That's why I can't go on camera because I'm spanking it right now.
Me thinks that lots of people like to project.
Thank you,
That's all
Holden.
it
I
is.
was thank you for the confidence.
Shots.
Oh, a masturbation.
Anyway,
show.
let's
Yeah, no.
let's get to the Stern Show.
Okay, yes, but
Oh yeah,
yes.
let's actually start that.
Oh my God, a Molly show! Holy
you,
shit!
Jason.
Oh God, no.
That would be,
absolutely not. No.
That would be amazing.
No.
I would do that.
Yeah,
Good.
John Doe, we played
Chicks are
MDMA
supposed to.
pong.
I
I'm
love
not doing Molly.
Molly
Hey,
is,
Jason.
Molly is amazing.
Jason, 1999.
Molly is
Let's play
amazing.
Molly Kimmel instead.
Hey, can you, Mo, can you do a fentanyl show? No.
Mushrooms?
No.
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 Ketamine? Absolutely not.
I can
No.
do a ketamine. I think I might have some ketamine.
We'll
Here's
get
I have
drunk.
access to it, and I will never take that. I've seen what it does to cats. No. No.
Okay, here we go. So I don't know what my next clip is. I'm just going to play it and we'll figure it out. Here we go.
Hill.
Oh,
Bobo,
again, I'm giving you what the show really is. So this is, Howard asking the important questions to Bobo.
Bobo filled 25 minutes this morning.
The beginning of the show, the very beginning. He started off with Bobo a couple of
25
times.
minutes of Bobo. Mm-hmm. No. Just no.
Here we go.
Howard
what's
made
the key to
$100,000
Powerwell parking?
You got to line up your mirror, your outside mirror.
This is what he's asking. What's the key to parallel parking? Everybody really wants to know. Yeah,
He's
it was
amazing.
Ida. It was a horrible show, and it's going to get worse as we get on because I have 20 clips worth of shit.
Affy, Bobo was not funny in any way, dumb or not. He's annoying. That's what Bobo
Hey,
is.
Fred, how come you haven't played a sound drop for 14 years? That's
And
what
then
I
we
would
found
say
out
back
today.
home.
We found out today that he has 2 Bobo puppets, not one,
Yep.
but
Yes, he has 2. He has one with a red eye, and the other is a regular one.
and has more yellow teeth or something
Yes.
like that. All right, but let's
That's much
get started
free
with the
time
show.
Fred has.
As
Yes,
Howard would
that's-
say,
It's
here we
amazing
go.
for radio.
He's amazing.
Yeah. He's an impressive guy. I don't believe Bobo actually asked a question, but maybe tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I promised an action-packed show. So, Robin, maybe what I'll do now is let's start with the action-packed, clean out the computer.
Yeah.
Hey now.
And that requires participation from our staff, our crack staff of Chris Wilding, Gary Delabicio, Wolfie, Mehmet, and
Panel
Mike
time.
Trainer.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be the balance of the show for today. Just so you know, just so I'm prepping you that this is what the show was today. And the gay hijinks were
Lots of gay hijinks.
out of control. And this is why I really hate the show nowadays, because there is, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about today's show other than it was a cacophony of shit.
In the chat, Gunga Din asks, Dennis, when's the last time Benji was heard on the show? Today, actually. Today. With his
Today.
horrible bit from 2001.
And they summarily dismissed
2002.
it.
2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
about
they
9/11.
dismissed
I mean,
it.
it was just, that's how old the bit was. Yeah, it was great.
This is Howard rewarding himself, Monique, for Ashley's wedding. The
Yes.
show. This is him taking a victory lap for his daughter's wedding. Like he somehow deserved some study, like a study hall, like a high school study hall. This is his break from all the super transparency we had yesterday.
It's
where he
the
said,
bone he threw us.
Yes.
So that's all we've got. He threw us a bone. He thought that it was as
me a
real
bone
as he was
here.
going to get for the year, basically. And
Like literally for the year.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Lucy, you spelled that wrong. Just so you know.
My staff needs me to make the hard decisions on this material. They don't know what's good for the show.
So-
You don't know what's good.
I
Howard
have-
hasn't
that-
had a.
You know,
That's my
Yeah.
next clip, as a
Yes,
matter
right.
of absolute
Oh,
fact.
Jesus.
So let's
Yeah,
play
please
it, and then we
play
can
this.
talk
This
about
is
it.
so painful.
So he gets everybody in, and then Mehmet is on, and this is what he says. And Mehmet was actually the highlight of the day, to be honest with you.
Sad.
In other
Yeah,
words, Robin,
sometimes Howard gets it wrong and rejects great bits from the writers.
no, Mehmet, listen to me carefully. Howard
Yeah.
never gets it wrong. You get it wrong.
No, I think maybe sometimes like you're in a bad mood when you listen to something, or maybe you're distracted.
Wait a minute. Mehmet, what is
Yeah.
the show called? What is the show called?
Well, the Howard Stern Show, but I mean, he hired us to help.
Stop. So
Yes.
if it doesn't get past him, he's not wrong. It just
Well,
doesn't
actually, Mehmet, I will defend Mehmet a little bit.
All right.
Robin is just
she's insufferable.
insufferable.
Insufferable today.
Just horrible.
So
Horrible.
You know, the
Yeah.
thing is, this show is entirely what their meeting should be on Thursday for discussing bits.
Yeah,
to be
why
played
is it
on the show.
online? Yeah.
They did it live. I mean, it is. This is what a bad writers' meeting sounds like, with no talent.
Probably
in the
worse
room.
because the truth of the matter is they all have this self-imposed hubris that they think that they are so much more special than they really are.
Yeah.
And they're not. They're not funny. They don't get it. They live in such an incredibly sycophantic bubble of nonsense.
Delusional, sycophantic at the same time.
That they don't know what's funny. They
Right.
just don't know.
They just don't know. They don't know. I mean, it is utterly painful. The stuff that they dug up that was not good enough to be played on the air months ago or years ago. There was one thing.
I know. How much
2016.
cleaning out the computer could we possibly do? It's because they have 70 people that have nothing to do.
Right, and you have
That-
what was,
nothing.
what was that
I mean-
brilliant thing, Malik, you said about spend it or lose it, right? So you have to keep these people employed, and
They're like the Pentagon.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes, they are like the
they churn
Pentagon.
out this garbage because they're there and they have to. Look what we did
earn
today.
a paycheck.
Yeah, right. It's in context to the show, it means nothing, and then you have to submit it to someone who is the most creatively bankrupt and senile and Howard, who this show is
more
about him,
important,
and it's written on the
lazy.
wall.
He's the
Isn't
laziest
Brand-
man in the room.
Isn't
Yeah.
Brandano? Brandano's the head writer. Let that sink in for just
No,
a
Will
second.
Murray is.
What? No. Oh,
Will
Will Murray.
Murray
I meant
is.
Will Murray.
Still.
Brandano is the head of what?
He's the musical
now?
director, Dennis.
Musical director.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I? Well, I'm sorry, I got the two
tone deaf
morons
musical
confused. But Will Murray is your head writer. Will Murray has never done. Next time Will Murray makes me laugh, will be
I
the
know
first
it's such
time.
a weird. It's so bizarre.
Did he ever turn it? Did he ever turn it Marcy? I mean, is that why? I mean, I can't figure out how he can be the head writer. Because
Oh, I'm so busted. I had sex with both. Who did I just have sex with?
who's you have
Both
sex with?
Jackie and Grillo, apparently.
Oh God!
So,
my
yeah.
stomach just turned. I'm sorry.
No, that was me at McCoy's in the
The
side.
gig is up. The gig is up. You could have left that, Xavier. You didn't have to can him. I don't really care. It's a very
I do
silly.
it just for fun.
Yeah, it's a silly comment. It's okay.
Stogie Cat 33. Yes, they went from Jackie to Brandano in one era.
Can you imagine? Oh, just so you all know, Jackie is coming out with a new. Maybe we can play the clip at the end of the show, and then we can talk about it at the end. Okay, so let's move on. And here's the setup for this one. So Mehmet apparently just had a baby. His wife just had a baby.
He had a baby
girl. And apparently, what Sirius did when he pulled in for his paternity leave is they send like a cute little onesie that says Sirius XM on it as a gift, which cost all of like $3.
And it's a good promotion, right? Monique, it's like putting a promotion on the side of someone's car.
Sure,
and they drive
sure,
around.
sure.
Yeah.
Put it on like a vomit shitting, baby because it'll last like more than a day on it. But okay, so apparently Mehmet was upset when he sent a thank you note to Jennifer Witz, of all people, from the company. Sends a thank you note to Jennifer Witz
How dare
for
him.
sending him a onesie. Here we go.
Man, where I don't get you. Like, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Like, Mehmet is not angry, but miffed with Jennifer Witz, who is the CEO of the company. She is the grand poobah of Sirius XM. Okay.
Yeah.
So listen to this. This is why Mehmet's crazy. So Sirius XM, when an employee has a new baby, as Mehmet, congratulations, by the way, he's just had a baby daughter.
Sounds sincere.
Sirius does this really nice thing. They send I didn't even know they did this. I was unaware. They send a baby gift, and they sent Mehmet a baby onesie. So Mehmet was very moved by this, and he emailed Jennifer Witz a thank you note with a picture of the baby in the onesie. And then he didn't get a reply from Jennifer Witz. And he feels this is disrespectful.
So Mehmet was absolutely upset about it. And then, of course, in comes, intern number 27 to do her Jennifer Witz rendition. And,
the wicked witch
and
wins.
again,
Fucking
there's no rhyme or
awful.
reason for this show that we're doing here tonight. I'm just telling
This is
you
it.
that this is what
this
the
is
show is.
Yeah. No. I see what you're doing, but God, it's awful.
Yes, it is. Yes, every morning.
This is like castor oil with kaopectin.
And here's a curious thing that Howard said today, and this comes on the tail of this information today. Oh, I was going to start with news and I forgot. But that's because, I've been drinking.
Well, let's tie it in now with the whole.
Let's tie it
Jennifer
in. So
Lipstick.
let me play this little interesting 15-second clip, and then we can talk about it. Here we go.
It's over. You got the onesie. That's it. She can't be answering. She's in the fight of her
All I
life.
was saying is I thought
with you.
Okay,
The
first of
woman's
all,
in the
like,
fight of her life. She doesn't have time to answer. Did you see the
Unlike
stock
Bobo,
price? What's the matter with you?
She's in the fight of her life. Did you see the stock price? That's what Howard is saying to Mehmet. And then the boys alerted me to this little tidbit from today. Sirius XM to shut down Stitcher podcast app. No! There are no layoffs or changes to podcasts as part of this decision, which the audio giant says was made in order to draw subscribers to its own app. So basically, by Sirius buying Stitcher, which is basically eating where you shit or shitting where you eat,
something like that.
and then they want to put these podcasts onto their app so that Stitcher, which was essentially a free podcasting service, will no longer be in existence, and then you have to pay for these podcasts that Stitcher has exclusively.
Because I'm kind of stupid.
Yes.
So they want people to pay to listen to podcasts that you can get for free a million
Elsewhere.
other places.
Yes,
well, it
correct.
depends on what is specific to
They
Stitcher.
literally have like 3 or 4 name brand podcasts.
Well, it gets better. Actually, get to
Who
listen to
the
their
F
commercials
is going to
too.
listen to that?
Exactly.
Honestly.
Let's read the article. SiriusXM will shut down its podcast app Stitcher at the end of August. In a memo sent to employees, executives from satellite radio and audio company said SiriusXM will not be backing away from podcasting, but rather will be trying to move more listeners over to its SXM app in order to grow subscriber numbers ahead of new, quote, streaming experience launching this fall. The SiriusXM podcast network, which includes content production hubs, Stitcher Studio, and Earwolf, I don't know what that is, remains unchanged as part of its decision, and there will not be layoffs as part of this. So are they just getting rid of the Stitcher name?
Wait a
Is
second.
that what we're saying?
I think Earwolf is the Conan O'Brien podcast thing.
Can you find out for sure so that we can talk to it a little bit more?
I think he's right. I think he's right.
Quote, the scale and reach.
Conan, once in a while they say Earwolf.
The scale and reach of our widely distributed podcasts has been and remains a crucial accelerant for our advertising sales business while incorporating podcasts more holistically. I love the fact that I can read really fast. More holistically into our flagship SiriusXM subscription service will help to drive further growth. As a result, we have made the decision to sunset our standalone podcast listening app as we increase our focus on these priorities. An internal memo Tuesday from Chief Tech Officer Joe Inzerillo, Chief Ad Revenue Officer John Trimble, and Chief Content Officer Scott Greenstein. Sirius acquired Stitcher in 2020 from Media Scripts for $325 million.
Jesus.
You know, it'd be really gay, Monique.
What?
Remember in class, you would switch paragraphs with your classmates.
Yes.
Like you read one, I read one, Dennis reads one, Xavier reads one.
We were just talking today about the mimeograph machine and how when you would get something off of it, you would just go. SiriusXM acquired Stitcher in 2020 for $325 million. In addition to podcasting apps, Stitcher monetized and distributed content and created podcasts through Stitcher Studio. So that's really what they're grabbing here. Home to podcasts, Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ripa, because we need more of her in a day. Sounds Gay, and Sound Detectives, as well as Earwolf, which is home to the popular podcast How Did This Get Made, and more. Other top podcasts acquired through Stitcher include Freakonomics Radio. I listen to that sometimes. WTF with Mark Maron. These podcasts will continue. So they basically pay. Oh, changes come after SiriusXM announced restructuring in March that brought under
so
the leadership of Adam Sachs, former president of Team Coco. Interesting.
Good call, X.
So they probably brought him in as part of the deal. That was part of the deal. Other big names in podcasting world have been undergoing consolidation as the era of high spending and exclusive deals for celebrity names winds down. This month, Spotify ends its podcasting deal with Harry and Meghan after previously cutting about 200 jobs and merging its studios Gimlet and Parcast into one brand.
So, all right, let's go back a little bit. See up a little bit higher. Go on the thing. it had a point there that down a little bit. Stitcher Premium subscribers who pay to listen to podcasts ad-free have been sent a 6-month free trial to the ridiculously expensive SiriusXM Platinum, which is $25 a month, which basically, if that's what they're going to charge you, you just cancel and go to something else.
Say bye-bye.
Good.
Don't
You
need
can cancel.
Freakonomics that badly.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, you can find it
cannot
someplace
cancel.
else. I mean, that
Please
is
tell me why.
ridiculous.
Please. Is it because of Howard? Please tell
Yes,
me
it's
why.
because of Howard.
Please. Please tell us why. So, Jason, thank you so much. You're so cute. Look at the news person, Graham.
It's
What?
literally like trying to sell someone air.
What, Jason?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You can get 99.999 of what they're offering for free
Yes.
on on the Apple podcast thing,
John-
on the Google podcast,
Yeah.
in a plethora
John
of
Doe.
other places.
The podcast should be in my
This
living
dilemma
room.
couldn't have anything to do with one guy.
John, for
hoarding
$25,
$80
we'll come to your living room and do that.
Absolutely.
I
Just
am on
have a
my
drink
way.
for me. All I need care is for a drink. 25 bucks for a drink.
Exactly. Just get me some chocolate. We're good to go. That's it.
You have any weed?
Bro, it is
Chocolate,
really-
weed, and
idiotic.
alcohol.
And not only that, they just dropped how many hundreds of millions of dollars to acquire this place?
325
months ago
million.
or something like that. It was something crazy like that.
2020. So
They literally so like what's 16 months divided by like 400 million?
I can't do
That's how
math.
much-
I don't know.
Yeah,
What do you need?
That's basically what the
60 by 400 million?
it's.
Whatever it is, it's too much.
It's 660,000.
So don't you think it's interesting that Howard would say she's fighting for her life right
Yeah.
now?
Well, when they put her in, I figured that she was going to be the fall guy, because this place it's spinning around the toilet, and the other guy left just in time to throw this person in there that
And
literally
they
did
know
not have a
exactly where it's
background.
coming from. The
Thank you,
pelican in the
Jason,
room
again.
is-
Yeah, thank you, Jason. Again.
But she was literally, her background really isn't that impressive to run this company. It really wasn't.
For the record,
And so they threw her in there. So when it fails, they can go just get rid of her without having a problem.
Yeah.
for the
that's
record,
all
and
it is.
so
She's
like
Fall Guy.
to be transparent, this show is on the Sirius podcast thing.
Yes,
So-
we are.
And they didn't even ask us. It's just we found out one day, like, wait, our show is on the Sirius thing?
Yes,
It's like when
we
the
are.
internet started and everybody was gobbling
Where's
up
our
all those domains.
$4,000 a minute?
We get nothing. They can
We get
advertise all they
zero.
want, and
You know, we get the pleasure of them knocking our shows off from time to time.
exactly.
Like
That's
Matt
exactly
Swift kicking
what
the
we
balls.
get. That's exactly what we get. And you know what? It's not really even worth it anymore, honestly. I mean, if we didn't do this show, I would not be a subscriber.
So I'm going to tell you how much I listen to Sirius outside of the 3 shows a week. None. I listen to nothing. And you're right. If we didn't have Howard, if we didn't do this show, I definitely would never listen.
Wait, you're not listening to
Yeah.
Martha Quinn?
No, absolutely not. I honestly, it just sits there dormant because I don't listen to it. I find the DJs
look at it.
annoying. I find the music mix sad.
They like you, Dennis.
Yeah, they
What?
do like you.
Martha Quinn likes you.
Yeah, she does. I heard
Yeah.
this.
That's great.
I've heard.
I like Martha, but not on her show.
All right, so here's a fun
So you
clip
guys are saying
from
that
today.
the Dave Matthews channel wasn't enough to make you listen?
It
No, it
really
hasn't moved
wasn't.
me.
It really wasn't enough incentive for me
Yeah,
to
it just
listen.
didn't move me.
Because
and
guess what?
Madison's still employed. I can't.
We could
There
all
you
go on
go.
our YouTube Music, type in Dave Matthews, and download
Exactly.
every single album and stream it. And that's the end
to
of
be
that.
quite honest, tonight I went out in my car earlier and I put on my YouTube music. I had to Bluetooth it into my car, and I sat there. I listened to a whole mix of music that I wanted to hear, and nobody bothered me. Nobody interrupted me, and it was just there. For
So it
30
was just
minutes
Dennis.
of just
It was just
pure-
Dennis, Captain, and Tennille in that car.
Absolutely. How'd you know? Muskrat Love, man. Muskrat Love.
Okay, you have to listen to this new comment because it's very funny. Jason, you are just banging it out tonight. You are our hero for the night. You really are. Okay, so this was like a really interesting thing. This was Mehmet's take of the day. And so everybody knows that Mehmet during the Florida trip, a lot of people saw him bicycling with Gary in some incredibly gay show of all the boys having fun, and happened to mention how chubby Mehmet had gotten. And I don't really even mean chubby. I just mean that Mehmet, who was like the cute guy, just kind of fluffed up a little bit. It's not like he was really like fat. He just got a little bit. They just got a little bit fluffy. That's all. Nothing that
fluffy.
big. So anyway, he started to go on a diet, and here's what happened with that. And again, this is our show about nothing today. So just the David, it's a quote that Xavier just put up. I imagine Howard's studio looks like those photos of a ransacked palace during the Russian Revolution. Memories of Sal taunting Gary with a monkey mask, haunting the air wistfully.
What is Anastasia?
That's such a nice thought that you had there.
Yeah,
All right,
is.
let's listen to this. Here we go.
When Mehmet is in the city, it's an unusual diet. Explain it to us. You have a giant cookie for lunch and the McDonald's burger with large fries for dinner. What's going on here?
That's all I eat. Well, because as everyone knows with the brain, that the only key to a diet is low calories. So as long as that's all I eat for the whole day, I can eat McDonald's and a chocolate chip cookie and still lose weight, which I have been doing.
Can I challenge you on that for a minute?
Sure, although like you're the last person I would take advice from as far as like what to eat, and I feel like you have really nutty ideas about eating sometimes.
Oh no, I'm on the Mediterranean diet. It's so doctor approved. It's ridiculous. I have such a good diet.
So like worried about anything you eat, like there's no fun at all.
Of course
You're
I
a
am.
Thin guy.
I am thin. That's why I'm thin.
Yeah,
and stays thin.
I
Nobody
work
stays
too
thin.
thin.
Oh,
I weigh 195, dude.
You're 6'9".
That,
Wait, when that
wilding.
Yeah, exactly.
I would
That's
I
wilding.
would dare to assume that 80% of the guys that are in our chat right now don't weigh 195 and aren't 6'5".
6'8".
195 is a very aggressive weight for somebody who is as tall as he is.
I'm like 185.
You know,
and I mean, I'm 5'10". I can't imagine being a foot taller and only being 10 pounds heavier.
It's insanity.
For how tall he is and his physique, there's no way he's 195. He's at 200 plus.
Yeah, he's definitely over.
100%. There's just no freaking way he's
pretty.
If he lies about everything else, why would the weight be accurate?
Now, in all seriousness, Xavier, how much do you weigh?
Me?
Yeah.
Last time was like 215.
250. And how tall are you?
5'2".
No, come on, be serious.
6'3".
6'3", right? So 6'3" and what? 215?
Yeah.
You're normal. Like, you're a normal guy.
I'm not this nor that.
You're neither this nor that, but you're not like scrawny and you're not chubby. You're just like a normal person.
You wouldn't notice me.
And so it's just kind of weird to me that this is, wow, laundry room. Is that serious?
What?
Wait, where is it? I went from over 400 pounds. Are you serious? Is that like a serious comment there?
Holy
Because
mackerel.
that is.
Wow.
Man.
That's amazing. That's
Damn.
amazing. Jesus
I won't
Christ.
complain about losing that last 5 I need to lose. Holy mackerel.
Let me ask you a question, though, because it's like weird. Is your skin like a Shar-Pei? Like, can you grab, like can you flap the skin under your arm? Does it like hang, or did you have to have it cut out? Like, does your belly? I need to know these things.
Mike
That's
McCann, I love this.
do you
Divorced
say?
his wife. That's how he lost the weight so fast.
He lost 2 baths.
He went from laundry room to sink. Azor, 6'3" gym rat, and he weighs 230. Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of that is muscle. That's probably like really good muscle there. All right, so yeah, so Mehmet giving some shit to Howard. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then, and again, guys, take this for what it's worth. Okay, this is the show. So let's continue because the gay hijinks start. Here we go.
I've never felt Mehmet likes the show on any level. He just works on it.
No, absolutely. I agree with you 100% there, John. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry.
Blew him. He blew me. He ate my ass.
Cleaned out your computer.
Cleaned out my computer. There were no rejected bits.
When you say
Everything
he
was
ate
on
out
the
your
table.
ass, in other words, he was down there blowing you, and then he just stuck
Yep.
his tongue up your ass?
Exactly.
While you're on your back or on your all fours?
All fours, and I literally backed up into his face.
Oh, bro.
Right?
I'm gonna go tune into it, quite frankly.
Who needed out Q when we have this station?
Who needs it?
Really
Who
Jesus.
needs it?
No one. I mean, is that what truck drivers want to hear about when they're crossing Nebraska? I mean, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Gunk it in. I'm punishing you, and I'm punishing you by letting you listen to the show as it actually
we
is,
do.
without us filtering it. So that's why we listen, so you don't have to.
You wonder
okay?
why I drink. I mean, come on. That's what it sounds like every morning.
The online hatred for Wilding has surpassed anything you've ever seen with Shuley.
Yes,
or
agreed.
I'd say Shuley was the most hated up until Wilding came along.
Yes.
It is unbelievable. The guy is repugnant. Everybody hates this guy. And you saw him, job security, telling how he knows how to stay thin as he slips it in with when Mehmet was talking about how.
What's an
champion? I was reading Bring Back Jackie today on Twitter just to see, because he always has like a little bit of a different take than what we do in our listening thread. And he was just so focused on the fact that Wilding was just like jumping in at every point, like being like
it's job security, Monique. He's
a big
trying to kiss his ass.
participant in the whole thing. Yeah,
He's the
gay,
teacher's pet.
gay. Yep.
No, he's the teacher's pet, man. That's why he can do that.
Don't hate on Xavier. He's
Oh,
such a
let
good
him
boy.
hate me. It's okay.
I know you
But it
feed
was-
on it. You like Darth Vader. You just kind of feed on the hate.
Oh
It's
my,
kind
Darth
of
Vader.
delicious. It's really.
It's
kinda
okay.
cute.
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, so let's continue because there's a little bit more gay hijinks that you're gonna have to force feed yourself through. So here we go.
John Hine.
Oh, very inside.
This is the dream of Richard Christie. Here we go. This is what he wants to be something that's on the show.
Once you
Why
hear
not
the
get a
word,
celebrity to rape you, Richard.
I mean,
That's fine too.
why don't you let Chris Wilding rape you guys? He might be up for that party.
There's just
He's at
something
least
funny
interested.
about John Hine naked or in his underwear chasing Sal and I, wrestling us down.
I agree.
Holding us down.
All right,
Like,
so
maybe-
what about
okay,
this bit? What about this bit? Obviously, we can't have penetration of John Hine's penis going into your ass on the air. There are rules.
As if there's a scintilla of John Hines being that would want to put his penis in Richard
Rules to
Christie.
this.
Well, we could get a hotel if we had to.
joke.
And when you pitch,
Rules
when
and
you pitch,
hotels, too.
You
when you
could do
pitch,
that now, Richard. Why are you bothering to ask to do it on the air?
and when you pitch,
hotels
when
for
you
you.
make a pitch with the word rape in it, it's hard for me to sort of wrap my head around it. It's, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, so no, Richard's a very bizarre and vile, disgusting human being. I used to think he was like cute, stupid, dumb, bumble guy.
No, he's a moron.
He is a moron.
He's a
You know what he is? And this is a God honest truth. He's a father that has to pay for shit. So he knows he can't lose his job.
You gotta go gay for play to feed your kids.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sunflower Dragon. This is my vote for a drinking show, but please let us know first so we can join. Also, spooky season is around the corner, so I'm going to need some Gunk in the Night soon. You know what? Here's the funny thing about Gunk in the Night. We have like a solid 3 shows.
It's June.
To do. Yeah, I know, but it's almost vacation time. So it's vacation time. So Xavier, we need to do some Gunk in the Nights.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Senator Melendez, can we do that?
This is the show Richard signed up for. Vile deviance, and that's the guy he presented
bro,
to.
I'm
And now
telling you,
Howard's trying to back away from it.
He's
This
got to
is
pay for
what
those
he is,
diapers.
and that's who you hired.
That's what
I've
it is.
got-
He's
I've
got to
got
pay for
more.
diapers. He's got to pay for all this crap. So he knows he's got to be all in with this ridiculous show.
I've got
He's
more.
got to pay them bills.
There's more.
You want more? I'll give you
There's
more.
more.
I got more. Here we go.
Yeah. In other words, even if you signed 50 releases and I chloroform you so I can put you in a dress and get you naked.
Oh, nice.
While funny, agreed.
No, it isn't.
I mean, the risk outweighs the funny. So that's why I rejected the bit.
And guess what? If you do die, we all die.
Yes, Robin.
What is chloroform?
You would
What's that
kill
mean?
the entire show.
What? What is Robin
So,
saying?
Richard's idea of a fun bit for the show is for Howard or somebody on the show to chloroform him. And
What is that again, Monique? I forget what that is.
Wait.
That's what you knock people out with. It's a.
that's
you put it on a
hilarious.
rag
Yeah,
usually.
that's what you put on.
Oh,
Right.
what a knee slapper.
So,
Great
Yeah.
comedy.
rape fantasy is what
Absolutely.
he's talking about.
Hilarious.
This
Yeah,
is a
it's
rape
hilarious.
fantasy.
What a
Yes,
listener.
yes.
But
Richard
what
Christie
is-
has a
what
rape.
is Robin? I mean, Robin just randomly. If you die, the show dies.
Yeah, because anybody in their right frame of mind would do a chloroform show at all. Anyway. Coach, that's an excellent idea. A drinking call-in show. Yes,
Oh,
I
dear
love
God.
it.
Nothing can go wrong then.
What could go wrong?
Love it. I love it. But you know what? We do really have to drink. We have to drink something good, though. We have to drink something that we know is going to get us really, really fucked up.
Definitely not fireball shots. 'Cause I hate.
Ew,
I hate.
ew. No.
I hate Fireball.
No. Can we do a show where I take armed by various narcotics for the first time?
Yeah, I'm talking about how I don't know how to buy marijuana. I've never.
What do you
I've
mean you
no
don't know
idea.
how to buy marijuana?
Yeah, I don't know. I
It's-
don't have a
it's-
marijuana thing. I don't understand where people get it.
Okay, that's so cute. It's legal. If you go into New York, the entire
I'm
city
talking
smells
about
like
when it
pot.
was illegal. I know. I'm
When it
talking
was
about when
fun
it was illegal.
and it was good.
So
One time I asked my friend, I go, "Where do you buy your drugs? I want to know." Like, I couldn't stack. Like, who is your dealer? Like a horrible undercover.
I
like,
have an idea. I have gummies. Okay, so I have a friend down the road who provides gummies to me, and I usually don't use them unless I have really bad time sleeping. But I will send all three of you these really, really good gummies, and then we will take them right at the start of the show, and by the time we are ending the show, we will be
That shit kicks in.
Edibles are no joke
kind
if you forget that you ate them.
I usually fall asleep. Honestly, I usually fall asleep.
God, it would be so
Wait,
fun.
I like Autobat AIs. Drink absinthe. I have absinthe. Absolutely, I do.
Oh
And
no,
that
no, we
messes
need
me up
something that's
bad.
really gonna mess. Oh my God, thank you, Millennium Tower. Look at you people tonight. You
Thank
guys
you
are
guys,
like
man.
awesome. Where have you all been in the last
Just saving
couple of months?
Hey, better late than never.
Absolutely. Mo, Stella says, Mo, you told me Bon Jovial can have his show if he wants. Are you going to ask him or is that already happening? I dislike this show now because of Xavier and you. And it would be a wonderful thing. Listen to me. Listen to me, Stella. Okay?
If that's your real name.
That's your real name.
Stella Seinfeld.
Someone saw.
It's a show about
one too many
nothing.
Marlon Brando movies.
So what I suggest you do is just check in every once in a while and see, for argument's sake, Bon Jovial will be running this show for 2 weeks in a row in September.
Oh my God.
When I am on vacation. So you will have your Bon Jovial fill during that time period, and Bon can do whatever he wants.
Monique, these vacations, you make Howard look like Cal Ripken Jr. all of a
Hey,
sudden.
listen, I've been sitting at home doing absolutely nothing for the last 3 years.
Stella, I want you to steal Jerry Seinfeld from Jessica on a treadmill at the Reebok Sports Club, if you would.
So,
All right, David, thank you so much. I'm sorry. Part of Howard's sexual proclivities is he always has to be voyeurism.
Yep.
He never comes out and pursues men because he'd have to relinquish control and be vulnerable with them sexually. He wants to get off hiding in plain sight.
Yes, like the
Yes.
webcam. Exactly, David.
Yeah,
That is brilliant.
So
David.
I like
webcam.
MFT. One twin wants a drink show, the other wants a pot show.
I don't know if I could do a pot show. I'm
I
really,
can't. No,
really
there's
not good on
absolutely no
pot.
way. No.
I got to be honest with you.
RadioGunk does not promote the use of pharmaceuticals or does not. So please consume responsibly.
Oh my God, Affy, I would kill for Pure from Peru. Are you kidding me? I do have a friend. I do have a friend who goes down to.
I'm pretty sure we're all going to jail after this.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I have a really good friend who goes down to
lights.
Colombia all the time, and he always asks if there's any of course, yeah. But I'm so scared to do any drugs anymore because of the whole
Everything has
fentanyl thing.
fentanyl
That
on it. That's why.
Fentanyl.
You almost need like a tester before you do anything yourself.
This guy's getting his drugs in Peru. I can't even find him in Brentwood, Long Island.
Look at Stella running with it. Stella running with it. Are you going to ask him if he can do his own show, though? Stella, I talk to Bon all the time. He can do whatever he wants. If he said to me tomorrow, I want to do a show like 2 days a week, he can do it. Stop it. You're being like really weird right now. I don't even know who you are. Let's move on.
Hey, retard.
Retard. Okay.
It's the DEA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this was like a weird thing that Howard then said, because apparently one of the shows that one of the guys wanted to do was like a show about John Hine being Jan Hine, the lesbian. And so that beget Howard. I'm going to tell Bon Jovial on his YouTube channel now. Okay, you do whatever makes you happy. All right, so check this out. This is what Howard says. It was so weird. He was so weirdly, I don't even know how to describe this. Let's listen to the clip. Here we go.
I've explained to you guys in meetings off the air about how you guys all think everyone knows who John Hine is, or here's the reality of our radio audience. And I've said this to you guys off the air, and I would never even bring this up on the air. But no, people know my name because we beat it into them, Howard Stern. They think Robin Quivers' name is Robin Givens, the actress. They think they don't know who Gary is. They have no fucking clue who Chris Wilding is. Yeah, Marianne from Brooklyn knows everybody. She knows John Hine. She knows Wolfie. She knows all the characters. But the average guy who just puts the radio on, you guys got to talk to more people who they're driving around. They have Sirius on. They tune in for 10 minutes and they hear it. They're not caught up in John Hine kind of, in your mind, looks like a woman.
We're goofing on John Hine again, and everybody's going to go, oh, great, yeah.
Fans can't even say Gary's name. They don't know Gary. Gary thinks he's a superstar. Gary's nobody. Nobody cares about Gary. If I got rid of Gary tomorrow, they wouldn't even know he was missing. You understand what I'm saying? No.
Wow.
This is true, though.
You spend hours a day on JD and Ronnie. Drop them both. I dare you. I dare you to not crunch on them from show to show. Drop them both.
Yeah, so this show, this is such hubris on his part. First of all, who the hell is thinking of Robin Givens in 2023?
Nobody.
I haven't heard that name in
client, Dennis.
But I haven't heard that name in almost a decade. I mean, she just is non-existent. The hubris on him to think that he is so above all these other people on his show is insane. Literally insane.
But they've created this. They've created the monster. They
they
have molded him like a disgusting gooey marshmallow. You know when you used to do that with marshmallows and you go like this with it, like as long as you possibly could, and then it's like taffy. That's who he is now. He's that taffy marshmallow. They've molded him into this person that believes his own hype.
Exactly. Because honest to God, you aren't that popular, but people do know. Anybody that listens to the show for any amount of time knows who these people are. You know, it is just insane to think that just because they're not you, they're not known.
Yeah,
John Hine's been a host on the Rapid Show for how many years? Coach is right. It's like an admission that you have no listeners.
Oh yeah,
it's like a subtle admission that you have no listeners.
And here's a hot take. Nobody tunes into your show for 10 minutes. Nobody cares about listening to the Howard Stern show unless they want to. That's it.
Right. You're not checking in and go,
let's listen to this. This is interesting.
You find it interesting that tomorrow might be the last show and there hasn't been any more Ronnie wedding stuff? Like for a while now?
By the way, I have one small clip of Ronnie.
When's it happening? It's happening in September, right?
October.
Okay.
But I think Ronnie put the kibosh on it. Because it was just too much. It was just literally too much.
Which, by the way, Ronnie's an idiot if he really got his feelings hurt. Like, he didn't accept the fact that he's a nobody to Howard.
Oh, absolutely.
That wedding's guest list is fascinating. I will say I need to know that guest list.
I cannot wait to talk all about that wedding. It's just going to happen in a minute.
I am going to be in Vegas during that time of the year to see you too. So maybe I'll time it to where I can go to Rodney's.
What? You gonna go see U2 without me?
That's the only way of doing it, my dear.
Absinthe is the most horrible tasting thing known to
No,
mankind.
you have to do it right. If you do it with the water over the sugar cube,
Still gross.
it is fabulous.
Who are you, Bela
But you probably
Lugosi
like
now?
grappa
Drinking
too, don't
absinthe
you?
now?
What?
Do you like grappa?
I get good
Yeah,
grappa.
see, it's that
I get-
strong. It's gross.
This old Guinea Vince, he makes wine and he always has the grappa, and his stuff is like lightning. I mean, you do it in little shots. It is just, oh my God, it's so good.
Absinthe is disgusting, though. It
It's
really is.
not. You do it
gross.
right, it's delicious. I'll have absinthe tomorrow. That's what
I'm
I'll
going to
drink
double
absinthe tomorrow.
down on some of the hate mail we've gotten, and I'm going to say this. So one time I was in Prague, and it was like, okay, let's all try absinthe because nobody had ever tried it, and I was with a crew of my buddies that I went shopping with. And so we so first we went to a bar. We did exactly that. The water, the sugar, the whole thing was like, oh my God, so delicious, blah, 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 blah. It's really strong. It really is like fucked up. So we buy a bottle because we're going to take it with us to our next port of call, which I think was like Bruges or something. And so we're getting on the airplane, and my designer Kathy has it in her carry-on bag. It's a little bottle, a little nothing, and you couldn't carry like the bottle on the plane with you. And she's like, "Shit, it was kind of expensive. What do we do with it?" And we're all like, "Let's drink it." And we had nothing with us. We had no sugar, no water, no anything, and it's disgusting. And we all were
straight
like,
up, it's awful. You can't drink that straight.
it was horrible, but we were so wasted by the time we got on that flight. I was hallucinating.
Exactly.
It was horrible.
When I drink absinthe, I get like it's a weird high. I mean, it's not like a drunk high. It's a weird high.
It's a weird high.
I mean, I love it because it's a whole nother experience.
Is it
Maybe this is
essentially
what I
a
will
blackout
drink.
drunk? Is that what you guys describing?
No, it's not blackout drunk. It's a high.
That's when the good
It's like
times start
being
for me.
high and drunk at the same time. You're kind of like
Well, that's me when I get blackout drunk.
No,
blackout
I do
drunk
that a
is
lot.
a different. I
You
don't
see-
know
well,
about blackout.
Okay, well, I can only speak for me.
Kevin, Dennis, will you be my friend? Yes. I'll be your friend.
Monique,
What
I had
do
a
you mean,
similar
Hunky?
experience when my entourage and I had King Cobra and Old English in Central Islip. Same feeling.
Can I tell you about my Old English 800 story real quick?
I knew that
Gerard
somebody was
Gustav.
going to give me shit about the Prague thing, but you know what? I don't care at this point. How about that? It's such a different thing. We all bitch and moan about the fact that like Howard doesn't talk about anything in his real life, but you all give me shit when I talk about things in my real life.
It's actually more transparency in one fell swoop than Howard is in 5 years.
And I've led a real life. What do you want me to say? No, that I don't do these things, you big jerks. Okay, let's move on.
Oh, come on. Can we just start talking about things like that?
No.
Come
we're
on.
not
Like
gonna do
the one time I got blackout drunk in South Africa is because everybody I met there when I was there for like a few months, when I was the night before I left, it was like, I've got to do tequila shots with a Mexican. So like literally, it was like this line of 15 fools all did a shot with me. And by the time
all these folios.
by the time I kind of came to conscious, I was on the side of the street buying hot dogs from some vendor outside of a disco.
What time was it?
Huh? It
What
was like
time was
this
it?
mystery sausage stuff that they grill on the streets.
Mystery sausage stuff. Yeah,
Oh, it
see,
was great,
street
though.
food in other countries is
It was
really like suspect to me.
Except
It was
except
fantastic.
Sicily.
But there was
Somehow
there was
that's
at
not
least a
racist,
couple hour gaps where I had no idea what had happened.
Nice.
Everybody knows my life, Tamara. There's nothing to really tell. I mean, I'll do an AMA with you guys anytime you want to. If you want to do that, I'm like all in.
The
I'll do
South Bronx.
wherever you
That'd be
want.
cool too.
My origin changes as much as Wolverine's does.
Yeah, I don't know about your origin.
You're all retconned.
Yeah,
Nice.
I could be.
Mr. Dangle News.
Could be 100 years
Street
old.
food does scare me. That's the whole point of this. Is like by the time I had regained conscious, I'm sitting there just shoving meat with my friend, eating these like sausages.
What?
And like, this is awesome. And it was like,
I have
it was, like,
vomited
3
more
in the
from street
morning.
food than I have from
It was
alcohol.
like, it was
in
a
my life.
really
I had-
sketchy neighborhood. And we were like,
See, I had
we were only
I-
like a like half a mile away from one of
You
the
cannot
townships.
do street food in South Africa, and that's
Oh,
the
no,
most
South-
dangerous country. Like, what's wrong with you?
Well,
You
know
can't do
what?
that.
Honestly, it's because both my friend and I were both kind of like big dudes, so I think that's what saved us. Other than that, we would have been pretty screwed.
All right, I'm loving the AMA call-in
Yeah.
show. We can do that.
Ask me anything.
With
Yes, we have
drunk
2
combined with
months.
the drunk show.
We have 2 months to do that. And you know what will be more fun is that, like, Dennis, if we both, like, go out, like, one night, not me and you together, but, like, if we're both out and we get, like, shit-faced, or we could even do that when I'm back in Florida. We could just get shit-faced and do a live
Now you're
AMA.
talking. Now you're talking some fun.
See, that would be so much fun.
That would be a lot more fun.
Nick Mob, you're a braver person than me because I only did it when I was wasted.
What?
And there's always outside the like the discos and stuff. The lady
Yeah, I
with
know.
the
We don't
it
disco
used to be like
anymore.
I don't know, like a tin can or something. They're just grilling shit on it.
Yeah.
I love the beginning of that story. Someone coming up to you and going, "I would love to have a shot of Patron and Cavassier with an African American gentleman."
Oh, you guys. All right.
wasn't
So,
racist.
so what it will be, I'll do a poll after the show is done. Which show do you want to hear? The Us Getting Drunk on Air show? Well, it could be actually everything. Us
about
getting
all
drunk
the
on air
above?
and
We have
make
plenty
phone
of
calls.
time.
Us getting drunk
My
on
liver's
air. Us
strong.
getting drunk on air and taking phone calls. Us getting drunk on air, taking phone calls, and ask me anything.
All three at once.
All
Sure.
three. Yeah, all three can be true at the same time. Okay, let's move on.
Could you
room actually
imagine
volunteers.
imagine Howard doing an MAA with Monique these days? Could you imagine him for 15 minutes doing an MAA? AMA.
Xavier's stories are like putting government cheese.
He's so right. That's spot on.
Mo, do you have portraits of your in your
bread.
home? In your home, like Rob? Oh, of myself?
Like
oh my
Robin?
God, no! I do have a gigantic portrait of my dog,
It's pretty
Somerset,
amazing.
as King Louis VIII, but that's pretty much it.
Wait,
no,
You were
Is that
still
like the-
Somerset in my phone, by the way.
Wait,
my
My
old dog-
contacts. It's Somerset.
Look at David.
Somerset.
Look at David. Wait, I'll call in as a drunk Mark Harris and sing you "Dear Radio Gunk"
Yeah,
song.
Radio Gunk. You're disgraceful. Can't you see?
Yes, taking my top off. I will absolutely do that in a drunken stupor. Sure.
Do it.
I will.
All right.
Get to the boobies.
Let's get to the boobies. So next clip is not sure Howard understands subscriptions.
This
So
was great.
yeah, I don't even know what to say about this.
Just play the
let's-
clip because
okay,
honestly, everybody out there is going to just be like,
what are you talking about?
I'm
Yeah.
a rich
What are
guy.
we
Somebody
talking about?
subscribes for me.
Here we go.
no.
Well, I don't know. It seems to me the part that I see is free. And then it says, well, if you want to be a paid subscriber and like hear the rest of his content, you could pay. And I'm like, well, I just like the free content. I don't need.
Well, he's got 1.7 million of those
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yeah, but I think they're like me. They're cheapskates who won't pay for content. You know what it is? I'm angry with paying for content because, I'm on about 50 apps. I told you.
I'm just reading the chats. Wait, I'm going to go back a second. This show will end in Dennis laughing nonstop like an idiot. Arm and Xavier will be literally challenging each other to a fist fight, and Monique will randomly start crying.
You got that right, except we're going to be
Accurate.
foul snapping each other.
Accurate. Scores man,
Yeah,
thank
but
you
I'll
so
snap
much. I love Alex Stein. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I think that they don't understand him is what it is. I love Alex.
Hey, Jack Smith. You hear that? She loves Alex Stein. I didn't say it. She did.
I know. I think you know what? He's a parody of so many. He's an amalgam, of so many different types of characters in this world, and I find him to be incredibly.
Is it
humorous.
true he's like 6'10"?
Oh, Alex Stein. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
tall guy. Yeah, he's a really tall guy.
He's the worst
I'm
rebounding
hoping
6'10"
I'm
person
hoping
since
to meet up with the
Rambo
crew, that crew of people in the city at some point in the near future. I might even go like to the Kumia broadcast compound.
Don't bring a 12-year-old with you.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. What is it? Understand about Alex Stein?
All right. So the whole thing is that Blobbin thinks that if you subscribe to a channel on YouTube, you're paying them money.
Yeah.
She honestly thinks that you're paying money to subscribe.
Yeah,
and
she doesn't
Howard
know.
Kind of
They don't
thinks that
know.
too.
They just don't know. They just don't know.
They have no idea how
out of
YouTube
it at
works.
this point.
They really don't know how anything works. They're
He's
all getting
like-
old. Yeah,
He's
they're
like
all
my
getting old.
godmother trying to buy a computer at Best Buy. Does this one come with internet?
That's like my mother. That's like my
It's
mother.
He's legitimate, that dude now.
That's my mother asking, where do you plug in the Wi-Fi? And it's like,
Yeah, it's totally like that, man.
He was also doing a thing where he said he felt he was monetarily strained by subscribing to all these things, in line with the thing with Ashley yesterday, where he was like, well, you get a wedding or you could bank the money. Like he can't. Do you realize how rich he is? He's worried about her banking the money as opposed to having a big wedding. Like he can't afford both.
I feel like
100
every
lifetimes
father
over.
tells their daughter, "Are you sure you need the $250,000 wedding
Not
as
even
opposed
think
to
about it. Not
as
even think
opposed
about
to
it.
banking the money?" But they don't.
You know
need
what's
it.
funny
You're right.
though is that he made back all the money he paid for that wedding. It's
probably
when he was
a write-off.
talking about
in
the wedding.
25 minutes of the friggin' yes,
He made it all
yes.
back.
Yes, he
made it all
did.
back. So it was
Like
an
a
hour.
Yes, he
he made
did.
it back.
I didn't spend a dime.
So let's hear about the fact that Ashley actually calls him every single day. Here we go.
Intelligent, and
Who is that guy? Who is Pac-Man, by the way? Who
Anyway,
is this
listen,
kid?
Howard, my daughter's getting married next month.
Is that
and
wild?
I am struggling with coming up with a wedding toast for her. What advice can you give me?
How fake is
Well,
this?
I feel your pain. You know, I did not want to disappoint my daughter.
Loving that,
My
Jeremy
daughter.
Harrelson. Can we play Win Xavier's Money, where one of us challenges Xavier to Simpsons trivia for an RG t-shirt and a Depeche Mode hat? What do you say, X?
I'm out.
I'm only good for The Simpsons like the first 10 years. I haven't watched
Oh,
Simpsons.
I love that. The first
most
10
people.
years.
My
That's
daughter,
so goddamn
this
cool.
wedding
It was a
to
funny
her
show
was
for a minute.
everything to her and then some. And did you see how beautiful she looked? I sent Robin a picture of her
Oh my
in her
God.
wedding gown.
She looked so gorgeous and
Yeah.
so happy.
In that red dress.
So happy.
Oh my God, that smile that she had on her
Yeah.
face
The
was
Joker
so
smile.
huge and beautiful.
And
She
this-
was just having the time
I
of her
agree.
life.
Bob's last smoke. That's
And
wild.
the kid's the apple of my eye. Like,
Am I supposed to be funny? I don't want to embarrass
I'm
her.
going to help you. I'm going to help you.
Okay.
I'll tell you what my path was. But this kid, I mean, when I tell you I love this kid, like she calls me every morning on her way to work. She's in
No, she
healthcare.
doesn't.
And we just
Healthcare.
talk.
Oh,
we just
really?
kibitz. We
She calls you every morning
Wait,
on
wait,
her
wait,
way
wait,
to
She's
work.
in healthcare.
Wait a minute. She lives in East Coast time. When is she calling you? Because you're on the air at 7 a.m. When is
Till
she
like
calling?
10:30, right? So
Yeah, I mean, lie one. So okay, it's a
Wait,
text message.
Monique, does she
Live-
live in New York? In
Boston,
Manhattan?
I thought. I thought she lived in Boston.
no, she
Is
lives in
it-
the city. She
Oh,
works
she
in
lives
the city.
now.
Are we
Okay.
sure about? I can't track it. I can't.
We
figure
are
it out.
definitely sure about that.
There was something, Dennis, with Boston. I don't understand
Yeah,
why.
She went to school. That was the sixth
Right.
school she went to.
Did she transfer hospitals at some point?
No, she
Yes.
works in the city.
Yeah, but
We
she
know
lived
this
in
is-
Boston for a while, and then she came down.
No, she works
There
in
was
the
some-
city. She lives in the city.
Yeah,
she works
but
in the
she
city.
came back to the city.
Isn't it on 14th Street, Monique, with the hospital? What is it again? 6th and 14th?
Whatever it is, then no need to.
I need to know
no-
exactly where. I need to know exactly where it is.
It's very
I need to know her
easily
shift. I need to know
Googleable. It's Googleable. You can see where she.
All right, Jeremy Harrison has an important question.
Okay.
Does Emily look more like Howard or Allison? Oh, Howard. Absolutely.
Howard.
It's a,
Ooh.
it's a
Easily
female
Howard.
Howard.
Dude, you, seriously?
So sorry for that
She
girl.
is a spitting image of Howard.
So sorry for her. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Really
And she was a
do.
cute kid for a while. Like when
I know, but I
she
feel
was at
so
the Knicks
bad.
games and stuff. Like, oh, that's a cute kid.
Who,
You see her now,
Emily?
like,
Looks
oh,
like, yeah, Emily
Who?
was cute when she was little. She was cute.
oh wait, Emily.
Ashley
Emily or
looks
How about
like
Emily?
Howard.
talking
Emily
about?
was.
Emily
Emily
is
was-
actually.
I'm talking about Ashley,
Emily is
sorry.
definitely a mix of the two of them. I think.
Nah, she looks a lot like Howard in drag.
You can't say that
Now she
because you know
does.
Deborah
Yeah.
looks like
Now
Howard
she does.
too, and who looks like Allison? I mean, is
Deborah more
Ashley
than
does.
anybody.
oh, I don't
Ashley-
think. I think Ashley looks
No,
like
Ashley, no
Howard.
way, man. Not now.
Oh yeah, I
Look
forgot
her
the
up,
Stern
bro.
genes took over.
Yeah, they did, man. It was
They came over hard.
cruel.
Deborah, I
twist
guess.
of fate
Deborah,
right there.
I guess because Deborah, when the pregnant picture, she
Deborah,
looked
I think, is the prettiest of the three.
Absolutely.
Deborah, when she was pregnant, she did look a lot like Allison.
Yeah, and she has hair like Allison. Like
Yeah.
she's very much what
You want to see Howard and Beth's kid, Monique, in that link I just sent you?
Oh, where's the
Cosby accuser?
Hold on, I gotta see.
This is
IQ of
uncanny.
6.
When I looked at this today.
Is it named Noelle Claire?
Well, here's the thing: is someone
She
saying
like-
I see.
Ah!
Oh Jesus!
That's the
Isn't
main
that the
Cosby
woman
accuser.
who was suing Cosby?
Yes, Cosby. That's the main Cosby. Now look at
Wow.
the genetics there. Look at the Howard and Beth genetics.
Yeah, that's pretty spot on, man.
Howard at the wedding yesterday. It's exactly the same. Every follicle is manufactured.
Same energy.
Yep.
Absolutely. Same energy.
That's how I wake up in the morning. That's what I look like. I fix my hair now.
All right. So here is a little discussion about the original speech that he was going to give for his kid and the things that he was going to incorporate into the father of the bride speech. Here we go.
I ended up with a pile of stories, all my memories, everything that I could possibly say about my daughter. And this pile was a mess. So I put it into a speech that ran 11 minutes long. And it's filled with jokes. Like, for example, I got
Who
up
wants
and
to hear
the
this?
first thing I was going to say
Only
is,
if
"Hi,
Jackie
I'm-
wrote him.
I'm Ashley's father, Howard, or as many people call me, Fart Man." You know, right away,
Oh!
I was going to start with, that.
I
Then
honestly
was
think her
gonna
friends
work
don't know what that
into-
is.
I had a long bit where I
knew what that
did an impression of my parents if they were attending the wedding and they weren't here and all they're complaining. And I had a whole, I had a whole routine where I was going to go, "Oh, the food wasn't served fast enough. That's right." I said, "We miss my parents being here." And I realized it was a full-on comedy chunk of material. And I went, what am I doing? I am trying to... This isn't about me and how funny I am. It's me conveying what the fuck I feel about my daughter and the guy she's married.
Yeah. So, okay. So when you reference things from like over 25 years ago, they're not funny.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry. But you know what? Nobody at Ashley's wedding who is
Barely
Ashley's
30.
age would even know what Fart Man was.
Actually,
Actually,
wouldn't
you're
know.
right, because
Ashley was like 4 when that happened.
That's
Actually,
I mean-
just gonna turn 30 whenever the hell her birthday is. I think she's 29.
So, yeah.
And her
when was
friends
Fart
are in
Man?
that
What
they
was
know
the
nothing.
Fart Man years? What was the Fart Man?
Early
90s.
90s.
I think it was, 94?
Yeah, she wasn't even born yet. She's barely
Yeah.
born.
94, 93.
So yeah,
So he was a
nobody
toddler.
needs to hear that. Nobody really cares about your funniness. I want to play the next clip just as a curious thing because of what we're just talking about and the guy that I just
Fart
banned
Man's not
because
his
he was
either.
being
It's
a
National
dish.
Lampoon's.
So why would he come out with this?
Oh, your boyfriend Henry Kissinger's on the phone. Go ahead, Henry.
Robin, they were saying my brain works, but you know my cock works too.
That was Wilding before this, and now obviously that's Wilding now.
And why would Kissinger?
Why Henry Kissinger? That's
Why
just really
him?
weird. I mean,
It's not
it's
even
two
politically
things.
relevant in
But
the,
is
in
it
the
us?
times today.
Is it?
Well,
is
I
it?
don't know.
brought
I
him
don't know
up.
how that comes out. I don't know where that comes from.
We brought it up, and that's
That's where it
came
comes from. Comes from
That's
us.
where it came from. Came from
I
us.
know. I'm just saying it's not even politically relevant. Kissinger.
I
don't know
never
what-
give us any
re-
credence for listening to the show and having something come up on there other than,
It's
you know,
2 days
Oh,
in
she-
a row.
30.
intellectually
Give me the catch.
curious and the Kissinger thing. 2 days in a row.
2 days
Thank
in
you,
a
Timmy
row.
the cat. She is 30. She turned 30 January of '93. She just
She
turned
is.
30.
Oh, come on,
She
Mo.
is.
You're not going to tell us your Madeleine Albright stories?
I don't have any.
She looks
So,
like,
you know, sometimes I just gotta know when to say
she looks
when.
like she's a stick in the mud.
Nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants to hear my stories
Well,
anymore.
all the hip
So
kids want to hear your stories.
no, none of the kids want to hear my stories. That's all I know. Excuse for why? Oh, okay. So this was him talking about why he had no additional guests at the wedding.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I heard that.
Which I thought was kind of curious, and
This
why
is
would he bring
weird.
this up?
This is
so
strange,
here we go.
actually.
It was strange. Here we go.
This is a real caller
was,
too, by the way.
was Fred ever talked about of being on the guest list for the wedding?
That's not
No,
a big
no.
call.
It's funny with my daughter's wedding. As I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I wish there were certain people I think would have enjoyed seeing my daughters and, you know. But my attitude was my daughter was already having over 200 people. and I didn't want her going to even more expense.
Why? You could. Why?
And
paying for
it
it.
just seemed getting unwieldy. So I just had very few people at my table for the wedding. I had 10 people, and it was my cousins and my friend Lou, who I know since 4th grade, and I really felt I didn't,
Nice.
I didn't
Nice
want
and
to put
specific.
people on the spot too with having to buy gifts and all that other stuff. I just
Yeah,
felt
that's
it would
why.
have been a tremendous inconvenience for them, and they would have
I
felt
know.
obligated to go. So I didn't. I just kept it a very private affair.
Okay, I am calling such incredible and psychotic bullshit on this. So there is nobody that you know that is so destitute, so poor, so bereft of money that you feel bad inviting somebody to your child's wedding because you don't want them have to be put out to give a gift? I mean,
so
are
this
you
is-
kidding me? Can I finish? Let me
Unwieldy.
finish.
You had
It's
me at
just-
unwieldy.
It's,
So this
it's
is
shocking.
literally
What
him-
What then? I was just about to go to a fucking tirade, and now you're starting. Go ahead, go.
I don't want you to go to that tirade because this is literally him defending not inviting Robin, Fred, Gary.
He invited Robin.
No, he did
Robin
not.
said
He did not
yesterday.
invite- he did not
Robin
invite her.
unfortunately could not
No,
attend.
he did not
Robin
invite her. That
would
was a
have
cover.
been there.
He
Robin
said it
would
today.
have been there, but unfortunately
she
she
wouldn't
could
have.
not attend.
She was not invited, and that's
No.
what this is. She was not invited. It literally, I will stick by that because this is all. I didn't want to put on people to buy my daughters anything. I would have
She
liked
makes
to have
millions of fucking dollars.
But
She
it
could have
do-
bought that vacuum, which was the only
just
thing
didn't
that
want
was
them
left
there.
on her registry. She
His
could have given
daughters-
$1,000 with no issue whatsoever. This has
Allison
nothing
don't
to
like
do
her.
with
And
Robin.
Emily hate Robin. Emily and Allison.
His daughters
hate
don't
Robin.
like her, and
It's
she
not
was
her
invited.
wedding. It's not her wedding. It's Ashley's wedding.
But all
if
the sisters
Howard
stick
wanted
together.
her there, bullshit. You guys are
Yeah.
insane.
We're
Sometimes
not
you
insane.
guys
You're
are
insane.
so insane.
Wait, whoa! What's your argument, Monique? What are you saying? What,
My argument is, if
calm
he
down.
wanted Robin there, she would have been there if
Sure,
she could have
sure.
made it.
Sure,
There
but
is some
Allison
issue
hates her.
that is.
Allison and Emily hate her. I know that for a fact.
Who gives a shit? It's not their wedding.
Yes, it does. Because she's not gonna fucking go to the wedding
Not
if that's gonna cause strife with them on the
there.
other side. You're
Why?
crazy.
She was at Deborah's.
You're
She
wrong.
was at Deborah's wedding. What stopped her from being there? Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so
I
you
don't
got
know.
nothing. You got
And
nothing.
that's
She was at Deborah's
crap.
wedding. It was no big deal. I don't even know why I'm arguing with you two. It's
Because it's
ridiculous
fun.
to think that Robin wasn't invited, but the reality is she was. Fred was not. Everybody else was not. This is him just giving a bullshit excuse
For
for
not
why
inviting
he's
anybody.
not inviting people. There is nobody he knows that is so destitute that he cannot invite them to a wedding where they would give a couple $100. There is no world where when you have 240 people that 250 would make any big friggin' difference in the world. None at all.
So
None.
you're saying that he didn't want to have Sal there to sniff Ashley's underwear in the bathroom?
No, definitely not
Oh,
Sal.
Sal would
Listen,
never be invited to
there's
anything.
Okay,
people that there's
okay,
definitely
clearly
that
I'm trying to
definitely
lighten the
are
mood.
not
I'm not,
going to be
But,
invited.
Gary and his wife, yeah.
What, they can't afford a present?
Yeah, exactly.
There's
but
no
no, I'm
excuse.
saying
There's
that
no
they
good
should have been
excuse here.
invited.
I live in
They-
Connecticut
they've
now,
known,
boss.
They've known Ashley since she was a baby.
So what's your bottom line, Monique? She invited Howard and Robin turned it down. Why?
We
Exactly.
I don't care. I don't
know.
really
That
have
is
a-
the
I-
big mystery of
right.
the day.
Okay.
We don't know why Robin turned it down. We
Okay,
don't.
Mo, I have a real question. in light of the fact that they weren't invited, obviously, do you think any of them felt obligated to send her a gift anyway?
No, you
Like
only
the
send a
registry or
gift
anything
if
like
the
that?
invite is sent to you and you decline it for whatever reason, or if the bride sends you a wedding announcement, but you don't have an
So you don't think
invitation.
that Robin went on to like Amazon's registry for Ashley and sent
Robin
her something?
absolutely bought a gift for
Right.
Robin didn't
Right,
say
okay.
she bought her anything. When
She
they
doesn't
asked
have
about
to.
it,
Listen,
no.
you know what?
No.
Robin
This
takes
is
a shit every day, but we don't know about it. There's
But
certain
then
things we
this
just
was
don't
different
know.
though. He talked
I
to her
bought her an
specifically about
Alexa.
the wedding, and she did not say she sent the gift or did she like my gift. She didn't
She has a
say
year
anything.
to send a gift, and it could just be a cash gift. There's no reason to say, "Did she like my $1,000?" You know, what do you say?
Yeah.
No, Robin was invited. Oh my God, must I go to
I'm not saying-
yesterday's?
listen, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not.
in light of that, the people. Okay, I picked the wrong person. The people that work with Stern, do you think they felt obligated to go on her registry and send her something.
No, why would you? No,
Like
of
Fred,
course not.
Especially
of course
Fred.
not.
Gary and
No,
okay,
of course
okay,
not.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely no reason to. If you're not invited, there's no reason to send a gift. Hold on, because I still have yesterday's clips, you mother effers.
Actually, I don't give it two rats ass whether they were or weren't.
I need to know. And
I heard the
I'm
clip.
not
I heard
even
it live.
sure how seminal
I heard
Robin
this live,
is to
okay?
Ashley's life in any way, shape, or form.
She's not. It's just for Howard, not for Ashley.
Yeah, it goes to the old question. We've been to a wedding where half the guests were your parents and some aren't. Like, you're not obligated to invite your parents' friends. I've been to weddings where my parents invited, and it's not always the case. It depends on if you have no friends of your own, you invite your parents' friends.
I happen to have yesterday's clip. Let me play
already
it.
heard it.
And
I've
let's
heard
talk
it.
about
I've heard it
I don't
twice.
care
I
about
believe
you.
you.
I don't care about you, Mr. Mule. Okay, let's play it for the group.
Hey, what's going on?
Very beautiful song.
Yeah, it
So
was
it was
sweet.
very nice. And John, it would have been nice if John Mayer would have come and performed it.
Well, you could have called Andy
Right
Cohen
there.
and he would have brought him there for you.
I should have.
Oh, we should have invited Andy.
Yeah,
It's a
we should have
great
invited
time.
Andy and John Mayer.
And then, Howard, you wouldn't have had one bit of privacy. Thank God you didn't invite him.
No.
Yeah,
We,
you'd have been
you know
in
what?
Andy's next diary.
Our table was 10 people. It was mostly my relatives, family, my sister and
Lou
stuff.
and
Yeah,
Elaine.
yeah, and Lou and Elaine,
Yeah.
my friends since 4th grade, and that was it. And Robin would have been there, but she could not attend. But
Robin would have been there, but she could not attend. Okay, what? That doesn't say Robin wasn't invited. Robin would have been there,
is
but she could not
absolutely-
attend.
Robin is so weird with going to stuff over the years on this show.
great,
She
and that
didn't
was
go to
it.
Gary's
And,
party.
Robin
and-
would have been there, but she could not attend. But
It was fun for me to see you. And
Yeah, see, I could not attend. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you think that Beth got her a Helen Rose T-shirt for a gift?
Absolutely.
A Helen Rose onesie. You know, just for that.
How'd you
I
know?
guarantee you Ashley will be pregnant in the next year.
Oh,
I guarantee you.
absolutely.
Guarantee.
You mean 6 months?
Beth will be pregnant.
I'm
6
exhausted.
months.
I'm exhausted from you boys. I'm
I'm
exhausted
Listen
from
to
you.
guys.
Exhausted. She was absolutely invited. Okay? That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Final answer.
She should be. She should be invited. I mean,
She should be, but
it's seminal in his life every day. She should be invited. It's not
That's
something
why
to
he's
brag
visited
about.
her so many times. Oh wait, they haven't seen each other
He-
since
I- you know,
2019.
there's something weird about him not wanting to see her. There's something
is so
weird going
weird.
on there as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but there is something. Okay, so Robin went into some insane blather about Howard as a father. And it really actually shut everybody up because nobody knew what to say to this. And it was just like a real weird moment for Robin. So let's listen to this. You can say what you want afterwards, but let's just hear it. Here we go.
I think, because I do that too. I, wrote you a thing on Father's Day and
beautiful.
all that. Because this is not a simple task. Having a child and raising them to be happy, healthy, productive adults.
It can go wrong.
And it can. It goes wrong
Yeah.
a lot.
Fuck yeah, you're right.
And
You're right.
to hang in there through the thick and the thin, it's an everyday job. It's not a weekend. It's not a couple of months during the summer. It's an everyday job forever. And that takes a lot. And you have grown into the job, like you weren't the father you became when you first started out, but you recognize that your kids needed a dad who they could talk to and who they could commiserate with and open up to. And you just carried that whole journey.
Well, I understand that. Except I
what
would
about
have
Allison? Did she do all the
What
lifting?
in the hell? What the hell was she
That
talking
was
about? This is a woman that has
insanity.
no children.
What?
She has no children, 0 children, has never really been around children,
I have little brown babies.
and
in
is
the corner.
talking squarely out of her ass, and has
She's
no
just
idea.
lathering. She's just
Yeah.
lathering.
Has no idea that he's basically ignored his children for most of their young lives. He was hiding in the basement with Ralph, listening to Tool
Yeah. So good for you now that your children are in their 30s and practically 40s that you finally, have succumbed to being a semblance of a father to them because your life is basically bereft of any joy or love. So you need to find it, hopefully, in the things that you sired. You stupid, scary freak.
Even
and
that
had
is
to be told by the top
questionable.
therapist in the tri-state area to do so. Because it's not on your own volition.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
All right, we're going to move on
By
a
the
little
way,
bit.
before you move on,
this whole thing would have been a
Fred
lot
during
easier.
that goes, Fred says congratulations for the first time on Tuesday. He has absolutely no interact. You didn't play that. I think it was right after that.
I know.
Fred goes, by the way, congratulations.
Congratulations.
They have no interaction. He never says congratulations. He does it on Tuesday, and he has to be forced into it through this inorganic conversation.
Yeah, it was horrible.
But he's such a weirdo. Martian doesn't do him justice.
No, he definitely has Asperger's. He's just like such a weirdo, passive aggressive, angry guy.
Gotta do another Fred show.
He's the only person that's getting 7 figures that is coming into the office for no apparent reason except to play with.
If anyone could do that job from home, it's him. And you
honestly, anything. You know what? Honestly, if I lived like 5 blocks from my office and it was easier for me to play clips and everything from there, I would do it. Yeah. He still has a place in the city, but I would go in. I feel like I would miss the interaction with human beings. Like I would, and God knows I would want to get
we're
that.
talking about.
Sociopaths don't do
he's
interaction with
they're
humans,
empty
Fred.
nesters, because the daughter is in college or whatever. So I'd want to get the hell out of there as well. I don't.
See, this is why Gary had his children fathered by John Stamos.
Exactly, because he only did anal at Mary.
All right, so here's Ronnie on the phone. They were talking about BB Rexa and the fact that a fan threw a phone at her and got whacked in the head. Let me throw that up here because it would be interesting for you guys to see what happened to poor little BB Rexa.
What is a BB Rexa?
Okay, so BB Rexa is
Uh-oh. See, you're absolutely utterly wrong. Robin was not invited.
I touched my mic and I fucked it up. BB Rexa cell phone video. All right, here we go. Hang on.
I think Deborah insisted Robin be there.
Jive Turkey, chubby singer. Okay.
Pop star BB Rexa is assuring fans tonight that she hit in the cell phone during a concert in New York City. The cell phone during.
Okay, so I'm just picking up something that was on the interwebs. Okay, so just so you can see what happened. Basically, a fan in the audience.
The cell phone during a concert in New York City Sunday night. In a video today, she showed.
Damn.
Yeah, let me just give you a little more. Just a nice little.
In a video today, she showed her bruised and bandaged eye and reassured her fans she's all right. A 27.
Like she didn't listen. I mean,
yeah, she got some.
It's not the first time she's taken one to the face.
Exactly.
So she has some music. I'm not really gonna play it, but she's yeah, let me see what's her big.
I'll give her that.
She does have a nice rack. Yes, she does. She does.
I wouldn't be able to spot her in a lineup.
Yeah, some of her music has 1.1 billion views. She definitely face tunes herself because that's obviously not what she looks like. Nonetheless, they decide they're going to get Ronnie, Mr. Security, on the phone so he could say what he would do if BB Rexa was his client and he needed to protect her. The only reason I have this clip is to just say, listen to how old Ronnie sounds on this clip when he's not on, because he was on the phone on this, but he just sounds really, really old. Listen.
Except I would go a step further, but here's Ronnie's answer.
As a security professional, how do you handle a situation like this?
Well, to be honest with you, after I looked at the video again, there's really nothing to prevent it. I mean, you could put 200 security people around and somebody could still take something out of their pocket. It doesn't have to be a phone. It could be some lunatic could come in there, take his shoe off and throw it at her. No, you can't prevent it. The only thing I was thinking of, what they could do now, they could put up netting in front of the stage.
Ronnie giving security advice is like Robin giving parental advice.
Yes, exactly. It's exactly the same thing.
He really does sound like that. I mean, he really does sound super old.
He does sound old.
What time did they do this? It's what? It could be it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Or is it 4 o'clock in the morning in Vegas?
That's true, but I think that they could do it pretty much any time during the day
it could've
if
been-
you
yeah,
want
I don't know.
to.
It could have been 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Vegas.
No
and
need
he
to do
needs
it
a
at 4 in the morning if you have all day when Howard's not around to do this.
It's been the
stuff.
Ronnie Munn show for 12 years. Just bring him in studio. I don't know what you
No,
even.
Oh, I love this. No Pa King. Ronnie suddenly screams, "Bingo!"
Pat Cooper sounds better.
He is old. He is old. He is old. He is old. Yeah, Pat Cooper sounds better. It's so true. Jeremy Harrelson, I was listening today to the show where Stephanie was mentioned on air for the first time. No one even knew he was split up from Bonnie. And then he brought up Stephanie to John Hines' daughter's bat mitzvah. Oh, interesting. Oh, maybe we can get that clip. I'd like to hear that. Yes, he lost his timber, whoop-de-doo. Yes, he has.
I lost my timber.
Timber. Okay, so my next clip, let me see, was, there was a lot of pausing going on in this, so let's just listen to the dead air that went on right before the end of the show. And then my last clip is the end of show promo. So let's just listen to this real quick.
I was surprised my kid had a wedding band as opposed to, a DJ. Yeah. I had advised her to get a DJ because he could play any kind of music,
That's
but
so
this band was good.
Yeah, there's some good.
By the way, it's a minimum of $10,000 for a band at a wedding these days.
So
Wedding bands out there. What are you taking money out of their, food out of their mouths? Stop it.
No, usually I don't enjoy a wedding band, but I enjoyed these guys. They were good.
Yeah, because you paid for them.
Yeah, the dancing was a challenge, but I was up there. I did father-daughter dance too, and
Yes.
that I wasn't too
Did
good
you
at.
practice that, or you just
No,
you just let it
because
happen?
I held Ashley and she said, "Dad, what are we doing?" And I said, "Well, I don't know."
What?
I heard Adam wanted King Norris, but Ashley shot him down.
Yeah.
They were booked that night.
They're booked. They're pre-booked for the next 5 years.
That had all the energy of
Horrible.
A
This
yeah,
is like
great,
right
right,
before the
Dennis.
end of the-
Seriously.
This is right before the end of the show. Okay, so here's the
Kinetic,
end of-
Dennis. Kinetic energy there.
By the way, I want you to know this was a nothing show where I clipped nothing. I literally went through and just did random pieces of the show, and I
You grabbed
cannot
everything.
believe we went an hour and 50 minutes without any forethought into what we were playing.
There's no
And by the way,
bullcrap in this show we
anybody
can't rip off.
assholes in the chat that say we don't listen to the show, how do you think we cut the clips, you dumbass? Like, obviously we have to listen to the show to cut the clips.
Yeah, but
how do
we
you
take
think we cut
pride
the-
in not listening. We take pride. I take
No,
pride
no,
in
no,
reading
no,
the
that's not
mockery
true.
thread.
I have to listen to the show.
I
Dennis
know,
had-
but
see these two people right here. This guy, this girl, these people right here. We listen to the show because that's what we have to do.
That's
because
right,
Dennis
Tamara,
tags
we're
me.
grooving.
We listen to the show. We make sure that we have everything together. So yeah, we listen to the show. You can pride yourself all you want on not listening to the show, John. But two of us
I take pride
have
in
to.
reading the mockery thread with the Mockateers, and I know my skill as the show is so predictable. It is so by the numbers that I don't need to listen, and I can comment on like reviewing a movie you haven't
Well,
seen.
you
I know
and Xavier
exactly what
have
they're gonna
something on
say.
each other because you are
Sometimes I listen, sometimes
you
I
are two people who we have to listen because I have to cut clips. So obviously
I
have
listened
to
today
listen.
and I listened yesterday.
All right, so let's listen to the end of show promo so we can finish this shit show.
So there you go. That's the fan mail. This is a couple other things about little Mikey. But all right, well, another day. It's enough. We did enough show. Robin,
Yeah,
some
you
point
had
you
enough
got to
show.
end. You got to know when to leave. It's
All
like
right.
giving the
All right.
it's like giving the father of the bride speech. You got to know
Anyone
when
doesn't
to
know when to
exit.
get off the stage.
That's
Yeah.
right. Don't go too long. Don't lose the
Multiverse
crowd
Brady
after
Bunch.
gaining
Old
them.
man, get off the stage.
Couple
Just get off the
exactly.
stage,
Couple
old
of
man.
notes, Robin. Number one, Sarah Jessica Parker will be with us
So
tomorrow.
exciting.
Looking forward
Friday.
to that.
Me too. Friday on Howard 101, guitar virtuoso Nuno Betancourt.
Ooh.
from the band Extreme,
as if Robin knows who that is.
hosting a new episode of Songs I Want to Hear. Nuno is picking his favorite guitar solos of all time.
Oh,
Love
good for
that.
Nuno.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Anything like that, I
wait.
love. Norm Macdonald also. We assembled the best moments from Norm's 12 appearances on this show, now on the Howard Stern section of the Sirius XM app. And finally, most importantly, Mattress Firm. Yes, mattress.
Okay.
Can I, how do we do Norm Macdonald? It just hit me now. Without instituting Artie into that, whatever
I
they're
don't
doing.
know. It'll be interesting to hear what
It's a really
that
good
sounds
question.
like.
And not only that, when Norm died the next day, he's like, I didn't know him.
I didn't really know him.
Yeah, I didn't know him.
If I'm Norm Macdonald's
but now
estate,
you
I'm
have
not
him.
giving you the green light to do this. Whatever Norm Macdonald was, he does not embody the spirit that this show is. He would not want anything played on this show. It's absolutely to be synonymous with this crap.
Do you think they'll play the clip where Norm blamed the Stern Show for?
No, that's the one thing they won't play.
No.
They will not play that.
Howard enabled Artie to I love that's my favorite Norm clip
Good,
ever
they're
on the show.
good, they're 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 good. They're good, they're good, they're good, they're good. They are very good. They're good, 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 good.
I hate you people in the comments. I hate you. I hate all of you. And I hate that you do that to me. Okay? You all suck. Just so
They
you know.
played a Sal clip today talking about Howard and Beth's wedding. And
Yes.
as Artie was just about to come on and they cut it off.
They cut it
I
off.
remember it well when that came on. Artie was very much a part of that banter and they cut it off.
All right, we're going to go really quickly to cleaning out the computer because I just want to play 2 clips, and that would be Robin versus Emily, parts 1 and 2. So let's do that.
Cleaning out the computer.
Everybody's always asking too about do the kids listen to the show, and there's all sorts of controversy about Deborah not wanting any of her family being mentioned and stuff. And it's always for years it's been, do the daughters listen to the show? Do they? What do they have a gag order on? So this is kind of
Yeah,
part
so
of it.
I really wanted to play this. I really think it's germane to today's show. So let's do Robin versus Emily, parts 1 and part 2, and then we will bid you adieu until tomorrow. Here we go.
Your daughters, do they listen to your show?
No, not at all.
Is that a disappointment?
No, I think it's fine. I don't know how my daughters feel about what I do, really.
Really? You've never talked about it?
Not much, no.
I mean, Emily being older, do you think she lies to you about it and maybe tries to listen?
No, I don't think Emily lies. I think she's very honest. I don't think, I mean, as far as the kids, all of the evidence points to the fact that they don't listen to it. I don't know. I honestly don't know if they're proud or not. They've never expressed to me if they're proud or not. They live a good lifestyle, I'll tell you that.
I know that.
Yeah, but I think my kids are proud in the sense that, like Emily comes by here serious. She was doing some stuff with Scott, and then Deborah said, "Oh, Dad, I want to come up," and she wanted to get some music for her iPod and all. You know, I think I was talking.
Yeah, okay. What does that have to do with Robin?
Yeah, where's the Robin fight?
It's coming up right after this. ADHD woman.
And all. You know, I think
I was talking about in Vegas. I was sitting right across from Emily at dinner.
Yeah. Well, I know she doesn't like me anymore, so.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
We've had a couple of words.
Oh, right. Yeah, she told me she said something to you about that.
Yeah.
You had words?
Huh? Well, it was. I don't want to get into it.
I don't either. But
Yeah, right.
I think it's over for us.
Right.
Oh, my God. Well,
I didn't like that she said that to you. I told her that.
I didn't particularly like it either.
What did she say?
Here's what I have deduced. I've gone over this and I've really dove. Robin was throwing birthday parties for Howard and not asking the kids to come to the party. So anniversaries, and Beth is there, and milestone birthdays, and the kids never invent. Initially, Emily was supposed to plan the birthday, and she cut her out and didn't invite her. She lives 10 streets away from where their anniversary was, and she never got invited to any of their birthdays. And it was Robin made the guest list, Robin made the arrangements, and cut out.
But she must have said something. There was something specifically that was said that made it something. We don't know. Let me finish the clip.
Yeah, I said that was out of line. I said that's my friend and my coworker, and.
But it was handled in a very strange way, and I don't think it was ever resolved. Anything else else came and went after that, and I couldn't even get a hold of her because nobody knows how to.
Yeah, if you find out, let me know. What do you mean you don't know how to? Emily's got the same phone number you always have.
I've never had that phone number.
Well,
I'm
I'll
sure.
give it to you.
Well, it's too late now.
Too late.
I'm sure I've already burned the bridge.
Right.
Interesting. So I wish we knew more about that. But yeah, I get that Robin may not be friendly with Emily, but that has absolutely nothing to do with Ashley. Nothing, you guys.
It could be that Deborah wanted her there and Ashley didn't. It could
That
be
could
Ashley's
be.
decision. It could very well be. We don't know what's going on.
She
but
was invited.
Deborah likes Robin and
and
Ashley
she
doesn't.
said no.
Nope.
She was invited. Dennis, how could you possibly say that after the clip I just played?
Because they're saving face. That's all that is. Because let's put it this way: he does not want to see her. He has every opportunity to see her and does not see her.
All right,
He
chat.
literally
You
played
let
chess
me
with
know.
a
Let me
stranger.
know what you think here. Maybe I'll make a little post. Let me make a little thing about it on YouTube. I'm just curious what you guys think about that. Two things I want to mention before we cancel out the show. I absolutely tomorrow want to play Gary's wedding stuff. I'm going to keep it up in my thing for tomorrow. I did want to mention this really quickly. Hold on. I would be shocked if Howard did not talk about this tomorrow. I can't imagine he's not as seething jealous as can humanly be. Ryan Seacrest to replace Pat Sajak as new Wheel of Fortune host. I am truly humbled. Talk about falling forward into a pile of shit. Seriously. Wheel of Fortune officially has its next host. Amazing.
So
Amazing.
I have a question though. What does he get rid of?
What does who get rid of? Well, he stopped Kelly and Ryan.
Okay.
So apparently he's got plenty of
easy
time.
money.
He no longer does Keeping Up with the Kardashians. He only does American Idol.
Oh, he has plenty of time.
And don't forget that whole Pat Sajak show, they only record for 42 days a year.
Jesus.
That's it.
too much work for Howard.
You talk about
that's too ambitious.
You talk about falling. You're right. Falling squarely into shit. This is
Yeah,
it.
I mean, if you look up, here, Vanna, this is crazy.
Well, she makes 7 figures.
Net worth.
If you can't handle Gong Show Judge, how could you handle this?
According to White, is worth $85 million. $85 million. Okay? Pat Sajak net worth. Hold on. $75 million annually.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hang on, let me check my bank balance. Hang on.
Wow. Isn't that crazy? Okay,
He
so
has more money than me.
tomorrow we're definitely going to get to Gary
Gary's friend,
parts
Frank.
1, parts 2, and parts 3, which I'm looking forward to doing. So we're going to save that for tomorrow.
We're not going to do our horse face.
Somebody did mention that we should play the Joke Man trailer. I definitely want to do that now. So let's see who's in this one. It'll be very interesting.
You know who's not in it?
Who?
Howard.
Howard, of
That's
course.
it, that's right.
I should have saved that as a quiz question. Here we go.
Sister's wife, are you faking it last night? She's now is really asleep.
Actually, nobody from the current show's in
Jackie
it.
made the biggest blunder in show business history.
Whoa.
He decided to enter it.
There's very few people like him.
Jackie is like the Forrest Gump of the comedy world.
How eclectic is Jackie Martley? He would hang out with Les Paul, the most famous guitarist
Not a single
in the world.
Howard,
Loved Jackie,
visual.
Willie Nelson.
Paul
Good to see you.
Bernard.
Look at us, 49 years old, both of us. This is
You know, Jackie was a gymnast when
Ah.
he was young.
6 degrees
Sean
separation.
Young. Quite the athlete.
You ready for action? No. I mean,
For years, we all thought Howard was one of the quickest
What a
comics.
patriot.
There's one
Ever.
picture.
And then you find out that's Jackie Martling.
It was amazing to watch him. He was 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Classic gorilla with a
Joke
drink in his hand.
bulb. Joke bulb.
When that
Oh, you know what? Can
Ever.
I want to tell you something. Wait, this is very funny.
That
Now,
Kumia
that's
comment
Jackie
cuts Howard
Martling.
the
It was
deepest.
Okay, so this night, I'm not even joking. I am pretty sure I'm like right here because I remember this night. This was at McCoy's around the corner from where I lived. and the crew came in to talk to him, and of course he's wearing his like silly Galactic
Yeah.
Empire t-shirt, and they were doing the filming in the back of McCoy's that night.
Amazing
Wow.
to watch him. He was 2 steps ahead.
I
of
can
everybody.
confirm, Monique. All I see are
Joke
eyeballs and
bulb.
teeth.
Joke bulb.
Nice.
When that cast of the Howard Stern show was in its prime, you couldn't stop it. They were the best thing in entertainment.
I think that works. So many people say you made the worst move in show business ever. But, my life, it was bad.
Agreed.
One of the saddest days that I can remember on the Stern Show was the day Jackie left. Jackie made a big mistake, and I tried to talk him out of it.
Yeah, sure you did.
I think Jackie
sure.
left because he was trying to get more money, which he should have.
Within an 8-week period, he was off the show. Our marriage split up, and he stopped drinking.
If people understand or don't understand, I really don't care.
To watch Jackie walk up to the microphone, it's like watching Babe Ruth leave the on-deck circle.
Artie.
Wow.
Everybody, Xavier, but anybody contemporary that still works on that horrible show. So nobody, not just Howard, but nobody else from the show.
Nobody.
Microphone, it's like watching Babe Ruth leave the on-deck circle.
What he does is not credited nearly enough for what it really is.
So the Sunday school teacher
Agreed.
says, can anybody tell me what the resurrection is? And the little Johnny in the back says, I don't know what it is. I just know if it lasts more than 4 hours, you got to go to the hospital. My 6th grade report card, Mr. Devine
To all
wrote,
girls out
Jackie's an
there.
excellent student, but sometimes he has fun at the expense of others. I'm like, God, that just said that.
Oh, Jackie. Yeah. So we will be talking to.
So where's this getting played?
It's going to be on
Apple TV and Amazon.
Amazon and Apple TV.
Also, Monique,
excellent.
recollect
Good.
for us, how long ago was that Grillo footage?
It's been years.
So, no, that was actually, I'm going to say, let's see. So COVID is what, 3 years? So 4, maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's
4 or
what
5
I
years
said
ago.
that yesterday. I've heard about this documentary for at least 5 years. I can't. What took them so long to put this? Is it a distributor? Is
Yes,
it
yes. That's exactly what it is. It's been pulled together for a long time. And the reason
thought
I
they
know
couldn't
Sean Young is because of Jackie, who then introduced her to Grillo, who then introduced her to me. So yeah, it's like that weird
And she
6 degrees.
destroyed
That's a master class in saying good with your ex, that they'll actually comment on a documentary for you in terms of Nancy.
I thought that if the problem was Nancy holding it up. She wanted
Yeah,
a bigger
right.
cut.
All
right.
records.
So what do we have to look forward to tomorrow?
A really boring interview with Horseface, the woman that actually inspired Miss Butterface contest, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
John, is that a clip that you can find?
Yeah, of course.
That's
It's
an absolute
endless.
truth.
I don't even. It's so daunting. I don't know where to start. Over the years, calling her Butterface and Horseface, and
Well,
it's
if there's
endless.
anything that you can grab that's similar to what you did with Kelly Clarkson, that would be
Yes, and we
something
try
fun
to-
that we can do for tomorrow.
When they first introduced that contest, they said, if you they have a great body, but they kind of not a great face, sort of like Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, she was the paradigm of Butterface. I also have, again, the answer machine message Howard left on Matthew Broderick and Jennifer Gray's answer machine when he killed 2 people in Ireland in the late 80s. I cannot wait to excavate that.
All right, awesome. Looking forward to it. We are going to leave you now. 2 hours is way longer for a
Way
show
too
that
long.
had absolutely nothing going on today. I'm
Yeah,
shocked.
we
that went
you
this
know
long.
what? We had fun. So who cares?
That's all that matters. And thank you, everybody. You guys with your super chats was amazing tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, exactly. We're done.
empty. 2 of them. I'm done.
We appreciate that more than you know. And we'd like to thank you for being with us tonight and having
you.
fun with
Like and
us and just kind of.
subscribe.
Oh my God, I always forget that. Holy crap.
It's okay.
You gotta
I got you.
fix this arm.
Hey, you could do that. All you got to do is go to Brand and put up the like and subscribe thing. You could just do that for me if you want.
He can do that. I can't.
If you were being nice, you could do that. So I guess we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night and sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. And we'll talk to you mañana. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.